And now for a taste of things to come.
Welcome everyone. It's Simply Reliable Studios presents a watch along for AEW special day, special night, I should say, for Title Tuesday for AEW. And I am, of course, Mr. Reliable Walter Cruz, soon to be joined by the simple man with the spectacular voice, Noah Foster. Should be here in about 15 minutes, but I am hyped to present AEW Title Tuesday. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the stuff that is going to happen. First up, for the first time since 2022, so 3 years, we will see, although we don't know who exactly is going to be the opponents, but we will hear from Jurassic Express for the first time. Sorry, not hear from, but actually see them in action. Not sure who their opponent can be. You know, we could do something fun in the comments. Let's list some tag teams that you guys think will probably be the ones that face Jurassic Express. So obviously, it's going to be good to see them and to hear that song throughout the arena and actually have to cheer for Jack Perry. I don't know if he's back to just being Jungle Boy or Jack Perry or what, but sorry, James, you're going to have to start cheering or getting behind Jack Perry now. So it'll be interesting when we do future watch-alongs now that he seemingly turned to face, to see how you feel about that. James couldn't be here. We were going to try to do a three-man booth, but he was unavailable, unfortunately. So that's neither here nor there. We also have, you know what? I'm going to save that because Noah's going to want to talk about that. We have, of course, it wouldn't be Title Tuesday without titles on the line. We have Kyle Fletcher, the TNT champion, versus Kyle O'Reilly, part 2. So the second round of these two going at it. Last time they went at it. It was an awesome match. So we got Kyle Fletcher versus Kyle O'Reilly. The battle of the Kyles. Lucky Vince Russo is no longer writing because it'll be the Kyle on the pole match. They'll have some kind of contract. First person to get it has the exclusive rights to the name Kyle. That's probably what would happen. And hey, Safet, how's everybody doing? Thanks for joining and watching. Happy AEW Dynamite Title Tuesday / WWE NXT versus TNA Showdown, everyone. Yes, by the way, we will be covering the NXT TNA Showdown. However, we will be doing it tomorrow. So it'll be a retro. So what normally would be a Dynamite at 8 o'clock So 7:45 p.m. Eastern, we're gonna do it watch it from the CW network if you guys wanna watch along with us. So we are doing it. So please, no spoilers in the chat. Don't bring up anything that has to do with it. WWE, NXT, or TNA, because you will get the ban hammer. So that was your warning right there. So yeah, none of that. Then we have you know what? That's like Noah's favorite wrestler. I'm not gonna talk about that. We heard people. We heard people. We have the Hurt Syndicate. That's right, all three of them. MVP Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley against The Demand. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm actually thinking that they might go the same route that they did before in the last tag match. The Demand might pull this off by pinning MVP. MVP, unfortunately, is the weakest link of the Hurt Syndicate. I'm not calling him weak at all because he obviously can kick ass legitimately. He is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Been wrestling. He was the highest paid free agent or signing in SmackDown history at one point. The man could go in the ring, but he has had several injuries and knee injury, and we've known that he has still walks with a cane. So enough that we need to know right there is the fact that he still walks with a cane and he's hurt. So out of the three, because the other two are just specimens, MVP unfortunately will have to be the weakest link. Then we have this, which is very, very intriguing. I'm very interested to see who this is. But we have an AEW Dynamite Title Tuesday special. TBS Open Challenge for the TBS Championship. Mercedes Mone. We don't know who's going to answer the challenge, but somebody's going to step up. Real interested to see who will be stepping up. Give your guys comments and guesses in the comments, and we'll address them as we see them. Noah should be here any minute. And then here we have wherever, Mr. Orange Cassidy versus Pac, who just returned, and man, does he look different with that haircut. Completely different person. So we got Pac versus Orange Cassidy. Of course, I talked about that already. And then here, Bandido. Oh, wait, you know what? I'll save that too, because I know how Noah is when it comes to Takeshita and Okada. So far, that's the card that I can talk about before Noah gets here. So what do you folks think? What are you looking forward to the most? Some people may be looking forward to NXT TNA over AEW, so it'll be interesting. But I'm here to talk about AEW, and Noah should be here within a few minutes. He just messaged me, folks. So yeah, let's go. Well, Sylvette's the only one with a comment, but we'll be right back. I'm gonna go to another short, brief commercial for Jeff's plugs, and then go into the promotion for. And then Noah should be back. So this is for Jeff. So join the Meacham Network. We'll be back. For those that don't know, in January he will be back. So this is for Buddy Jeff Meacham. there we go. Yeah, please subscribe. You saw the socials there at the end there for Jeff Meacham. So please subscribe. Some demons just need to be exorcised, and come January 4th, we will see what demons get exorcised. And Safet, I see your guest out there, Dakota Kai. Was she on a 90-day? Has it been 90 days already? Now I'm going to be curious about that. Could be 90 days. Izzy Moreno, that's an out there guess. I mean, and does she win, though? Like, whoever it is, do they actually beat Mercedes? If you want to make a big impact, Tony, and you did the special title Tuesday, and you want to make a huge impact, you can have somebody beat Mercedes. And I'm watching it on HBO Max, and they're showing Dynamite from last week. I was like, why are there fireworks? That was 2019. Sorry, folks, I got distracted a little. But yeah, Izzy Moreno's a little bit out there, but who knows? And Dakota Kai, now that you mention it, was she released or just not renewed? Because if she wasn't renewed, then she wouldn't have a 90-day. And I noticed Andrade, who just came back to AEW, was not in any of these posters. So will he have anything to do with the Don Callis family when this match happens, when Okesha and Okada happen? I'm looking up whether she's on her 90 days or not. Let's see. She's no longer on the 90-day non-complete call, and she's officially a free agent. She was released on May 2nd. Oh, yeah, that's right. Damn, it's been that long. Sheesh. I didn't realize that. So, yeah, Safet, you might be onto something. It could be Dakota Kai coming over and jumping ship. But that's going to be interesting to see whether she wins or not. Please check Messenger. You must have messaged me, huh, Jeff? I got it set to the graphic, so I didn't change Messenger. So it makes it easier to screen share. But let's see what he said anyways. I'm at the arena earlier than I visited it. If you want to bring me into BS with you until the show starts, come on in, Jeff. No, thank you. Don't need popcorn yet. No, thanks. Son's trying to offer me popcorn. So hang on, people. Apparently we're gonna get Jeff motherfucking Meacham in the building. So he's going to. Hey, he works at Disney. He's going to be our guest. He'll like that pun. But give us a moment, folks, because I'm pretty sure I just sent him the link. Give him a few seconds. He'll click it, set up, and come on in. But yeah, we got about 15 minutes, say me or so. I don't know if it's about to turn 46, but it's 7:45 right now in the East. We got about 15 minutes for Dynamite. I'm waiting on Noah, waiting on Jeff. He should be in any second now. But yeah, besides Safet, what other guesses do we have? He says Dakota Kai or Izzy Moreno to answer her open challenge. And also, who do we think faces Jurassic Express? I almost said Jurassic Park. I had to stop myself. I'm trying to think what teams could they possibly use? All right, I see that Jeff has seen the link, so he is here. I'm going to add him. What's going on, Jeff?
You guys hear me and see me okay?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Hi. Yeah, I'm obviously where I'm at because that's what I do when the Kings start their season. But I saw you, and I completely forgot you guys were covering AEW tonight and delay on NXT tomorrow because I'm still not watching AEW. And that's not a knock on them. That's just I haven't been watching. But
Mhm.
yeah, I am. I'm looking forward to. I just put a post up. I saw a friend of mine that works for the Kings. Been a friend for a while, and just the finality of selling the old studio, wink, wink, the house, is just so like 2 years ago, on the same day I was here for a game, first game of the season, like it is tonight, and it's just one of those things. Like it feels so much more optimistic this time than it did 2 years ago. Wrestling's doing so well. Yes, there's its bad. Everybody has their bad points. Everybody's got their good points, but wrestling feels better than it ever has from a fan perspective. The Kings have an optimistic view of the future. It's our captain's last season, playing professionally. And just today feels so much better than the last time I saw you guys, which would have been Saturday night.
Mhm.
Saturday night was awful because we were going into the last day at the house, and I knew I was going to be a miserable, sad little shit. And I was. I was miserable Sunday and yesterday. It was awful. But today feels so great. And I kind of chat with the player. The player kind of framed me.
Yeah, like what's it been 23 years, 25 years you've been in that house?
We've been there 25. I said 23 because that's how long I've been working with Aaron. It was 23
Uh,
years ago. 23 years ago, actually, this month, end of the month, will be 23 years working with Aaron and ODQ, which was still the Mayhem.com back then. Um, and yes, happy NHL tonight's opening night for the regular season period. I know there was a game already today. There's one coming up or in progress now, and at 10:30 Eastern, the Kings take the ice. So it's so glad hockey's back, and it couldn't come at a better time. Because like I said, yesterday sucked. It was awful. I hated it. I hated yesterday so much. Turning the keys over and leaving that house for the last time, it was miserable. And I got hockey tonight. I'm going to Disneyland tomorrow and Thursday, not having to work, which is always good. Um, and yeah, man, there is so much good coming up in the next little while. And I'm sorry if that wind noise is me. It's kind of windy down here. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, man, it's seeing that. Oh, by the way, thank you for running my trailer, and thank you to Sierra Levesque for the music. We didn't credit her in the description, so if we all get pinged on copyright for that, I'll feed the description. We can fix it later. But yeah, thank you to Sierra. That's an awesome song. I love that song, New Generation. Her whole album's out now across all platforms, Spotify, iTunes, whatever the hell, iTunes, Apple Music, whatever. But yeah, life is good, man. And I know AEW's got a big night ahead of them. I know that people are, oh, well, why they has on Tuesday? It's like, okay, well, why does anybody do anything? It's competition, man. Like,
all right. Well, while you were talking there, the man of the hour popped in, so I'm gonna bring him in. What's going on, Noah? How you?
Hey.
yeah,
As,
man.
as JR would subtly say, and folks, it's Tuesday night, and you know what that means. It's AEW Dynamite on Tuesday. We are back home where it all began, at Daly's place, the home of all elite wrestling and what it became to be. So between the atmosphere, the time of night, I could not be more excited to cover it tonight here at the Super Live Studios. And the engagement, Jeff, was even more fun of a bonus. And of course, being here with you, Walter, and here, of course, with all the chat at Super Live Studios, because here is where wrestling passion thrives. Here is where it persists. Here is where it's not biased. It is simply a joyous input on all the wrestling. But we decided, due to convenience and connectivity, to strictly cover tonight all elite wrestling. But rest assured, folks, we will be covering NXT Showdown tomorrow. So please remain spoiler free or you will be banned without warning. It's as simple as that. Hi, Jeff.
Because I told the band hammer down immediately, but I'll be inside. I forgot you're at Daly's place tonight because Noah, I don't know if you saw the poster or where I'm at, but it's a homecoming on all fronts tonight because I am home, man. I am back at the arena. I call it CDC. I hate that stupid long crypto name. It drives me ape shit. Yeah, I was telling Walter before you popped in. It's one of those. We finally turned the keys over on the old JMN Studios, the house, whatever you want to call it. Yesterday, 25 years in that place, 23 as part of their DQ and my own little career, however such as it is. Oh, by the way, the game on right now, Walter, I was talking about, it started at 5 o'clock local time, and I don't know what time it is right now. Okay, so they're not started yet. But,
Get there.
please watch us. But, over on ESPN, it's Pittsburgh, the Penguins, and the Rangers, which is always a fun game. And then we're on after them. We're on ESPN tonight, as it turns out. We're not our local affiliate here. Our game is one of the games being covered by ESPN on their national broadcast. So, for those in the United States, after Dynamite's over, please turn on ESPN because you might see my dumbass on television. You never know.
Accurate.
It's so good to be back for King Talkie. And I'm so glad. It's funny. I told both you guys this. I put that post up with that little checklist, the Cody Rhodes style checklist that I put up. Turns out that post went up a year ago today.
Wow.
So the synergy is wild to me that was a thing. Every goal but one has already been met in a year's time. So I'm looking proud of myself today. And one of those goals was to clean, purge, and sell the house, and we did it in a year. So I think that's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, I'm grateful. I talk about watching Chris Belief and what he's the attitude of gratitude. I am grateful to have King's Hockey back in my life again. I am grateful that the team is such that we can cover tonight and then have NXT coverage tomorrow night because NXT and TNA teaming up for the kind of event they're going to have tonight at Full Sail that's going to be broadcast tomorrow, obviously, for us, is just too freaking cool. And then I didn't realize how early we're going to be on the air Saturday. I'm so glad that I will still be part of it. I will still pop in, but 5 a.m. on a Saturday is kind of shitty. I'm like,
Dude.
like, oh my god! But at the same time, my kid's gonna be up watching Formula One qualifying at that point because they're wherever the hell they are this weekend. So we're gonna be up anyway, and then I work Saturday night. So what's awesome is I get to watch Crown Jewel, go to work, immediately go to my sister's and watch Bound for Glory from my sister's house Sunday night. So this week. I've been telling everybody, I've been put through the last 3 days to earn the next 2 weeks.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Making me earn basically a vacation. Like I work Saturday, yes, I work next Saturday, the 18th. But other than that, man, this is a glorified vacation the next 2 weeks. You guys both work. You do your thing. So the vacation need is real. But coming home is just it's like a little staycation, just a few minutes down the transit side. So I'm gonna stop babbling because I know it's almost 5 o'clock and I got a drum set right in front of me. So I will see you guys later. Enjoy Dynamite, and we'll see you on tomorrow night for NXT.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, Noah.
Freaking me, chum. Walter, are you freaking ready to go?
Before you came in,
Tuesday.
I purposely left a couple of things to talk about out because I knew you would freaking want to talk about them, and I didn't want to take that away from you. So
I always do the rundown anyway, but let's go ahead and talk about some of this stuff, shall we? As we are merely 5 minutes away, and again, folks, you can watch along with us on your local provider via TBS or on HBO Max. I, of course, will use the HBO Max service. But yes, this is a very unique match tonight. Double Jeopardy Eliminator, where the tag team champions, Brodido, the Ring of Honor World Champion Bandido, and Violence Brody King take on Mecca, Kazuchika, Okada, and the Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita, just a few days away from challenging for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship against Zack Sabre Jr. at King of Pro Wrestling via Goku Sumo Hall. But here's the kicker. One half is truly tag team champions. The other half, only one is a champion. But here's the real catch to why it's Double Jeopardy. If the Don Callis family, represented by the Alpha and the Rainmaker, win, they get a future AEW World Tag Team Championship opportunity. However, if Brody King or Bandido ends one half of the other side of the team, the winner who gets the fall in that match will challenge Okada for the Unified Championship.
Yeah, that's. Here's the thing. I was asking the audience, Noah, do you think Andrade has something to do with it? He just joined the Don Callis family. He's not advertised for the show at all. Could he possibly interfere and cost Bandido the win here?
Well, it's entirely possible considering how much the Don Callis family wants to see all the goal, and they tried with Hechicero, one of our match of the year candidates. You and I got to call, and he was unable to do it. And we got to figure out who's going to challenge Bandido for the Royal Rumble Championship at Final Battle. And it looks like right now I'm not going, so I'll be more than happy to cover it here. I'm a little bit sad about that, but it is what it is. Priorities over passions. But nonetheless, yeah, I wouldn't rule it out. And again, how does Andrade El Idolo fit into the Don Callis family now after taking out Kenny Omega? You know Kenny Omega, who just was with Brodido last week on Homecoming, is going to come back for revenge. And Lord knows, I've already seen Omega and Andrade for the Triple Omega Championship in Arena Mexico. So, CMLL. So I'm all for that being back. But yeah, I would not rule him being out, but I also look at the tensions. You constantly keep asking for it. How much is there tensity between the Rainmaker and the Alpha, where it's about proving who truly is the best in pro wrestling? What Okada once thought was temporary might be more permanent. And I think we're going to get more of a case of that tonight. Either way, we got so much teasing right now with so much gold in the fray. All these possibilities are very possible. So I would not rule Andrade out. I would not rule Omega. Hell, I wouldn't rule anybody from the Don Callis family out if you figure about the numbers.
I wouldn't rule both of them coming out. But, okay, Don Callis can be represented by any two members if they get the title shot, right? It doesn't necessarily mean it'll be these two getting the title shot. He can mix it to any of his choosing, right? Because they didn't exclusively mention that.
That is correct. I believe you are correct in that. Yes, I believe you are correct.
So they can pretty much freebird that, and Andrade could become a tag team champion, a few weeks into his return.
Well, would Andrade want to be a tag team champion, though? Again, what is the agenda is what I want to know when it comes to the Don Callis family, besides seizing all the gold, damn it, all the gold. And again, if Okada, who has been the AEW Unified Champion now since All In, but the Continental Champion now for over 560 days. When was the last time we saw Okada pinned in AEW besides Bryan Danielson with a roll-up? Let's be honest here. So I think there's pressure on the Alpha, also trying to get the win for his side, but also sending a message to Okada. There's pressure on all four men here, but I would not rule either side out. And again, as we just are mid-moments away, and I can't open it yet on HBO Max, radically enough, just running down the card real quick here. We got John Mosley's Tomohiro Ishii. I got you, bro. John Mosley's Tomohiro Ishii, one-on-one, a G1 Classic climax match being revisited. A street fight with the Hurt Syndicate and the Demand, where Demand looks to command respect, and the Hurt Syndicate looks to hurt Ricochet, particularly MVP. The Battle of the Kyles once again as Kyle Fletcher defends the gold against Kyle O'Reilly. TNT champion on the line, and Kyle versus Kyle 2. And another rivalry renewed. The former AEW Mid-Atlantic All-Atlantic champion took on the former AEW National champion that took the title from him. Both these men 6 months removed from injury. And, of course, with Pac, 6 months of pent-up frustration. Looking to take it out on his greatest rival. Pac goes one-on-one once again versus freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Who shows up to take on the CEO, and does Mone talk or does Mone walk in defeat? Mercedes Mone with a TBS Championship Open Challenge to anybody from Florida. And, of course, Jurassic Express, they are back on the tag team scene, the first time together since Road Rager in 2022, where they lost the tag titles in a ladder match to the Young Bucks. And as my friend so elegantly put, of course, we have Double Jeopardy Eliminator match, where if the tag champions get a win, the winner will get a chance at Kazuchika Okada's AEW Unified Championship. But if Okada and Takeshita wins, the Don Callis family will get a future AEW Tag Team Championship opportunity. That and so much more ahead tonight with Hangman and Page Samoa Joe going face-to-face ahead of Wrestle Dream. And I'm sure we'll get more Wrestle Dream build and blood and guts teases galore and so much more as we look towards Homecoming Collision as well, too. All here tonight on the special Tuesday edition of AEW Dynamite from Daly's Place. We are back home. So without further ado, refresh your feeds if you can. Go on the HBO Max. Get on TBS. Let's head into the scene at Daly's Place. The event is about to start soon. Remember, folks, we are exclusively focusing on AEW. If you talk one iota of an NXT spoiler, you will be banned. He is producer, man. I am the commentary, man. We are the Super Reliable Studios. We are Super Reliable. And let me say it one more time, because Walter, it's Tuesday. You know what that means? The Super Reliable Studios is back on the air once again. And we go back home where it all began for All Elite Wrestling with a special edition of Tuesday Night Dynamite. This is Title Tuesday as we are in Daly's Place. Let's go to Tony Schiavone in the ring. God, it's good to be back in this building. This is my bucket list of places to go. And again, pay-per-view, HBO Max. The campaign's off with fierce confrontation, face-to-face, Walter.
Yep. I got to refresh. Hold on.
Cowboy Shiznak about to enter Daly's place. How many times has the Cowboy exited onto this stage? Let's not forget the very first match when the audience came back from the pandemic. It was Hangman Page versus Brian Cage at Double or Nothing 2022. And of course, Hangman Page, the AEW Men's World Champion for the second time, coming off an incredible defense against the protostar Kyle Fletcher. And of course, he will be going one-on-one with a man he has never beaten in Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, Hangman Page, one-on-one, first time ever for the AEW Men's World Championship.
I mean, a former AEW champion.
And speaking of which, it's going to be a hell of a battle, I'll tell you that much.
The uniqueness that they're away, because who beat Samoa Joe to become champion? And then who was
Swerve Strickland, to your point, at Dynasty, who is out indefinitely.
And who was Hangman's one of the biggest rivals.
Samoa Joe, look at him, Don, and good to see Katsura Shibata back here. As you see, the Ops still our current AEW Trios champions, Powerhouse Hobbs, Katsura Shibata, and Samoa Joe, as Samoa Joe looks to remind the world and himself exactly who he is. When this man Samoa Joe comes out and he's about to take to the mic, you listen, Walter. You and I both know that for a fact.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't have to be loud. He doesn't have to be vicious. He's just truthful.
Sometimes they say the loudest person in the room is the weakest. I dare you to say weak and Samoa Joe in the same sense.
Right. It was almost like a Jake the Snake promo because he used to be quiet, but you had to listen.
Oh, boy. It looks like we're going to hear from the champ first. Let me put this one up. This one's brighter.
Floor is yours, Jack.
Champ, not Jeff. Jeffrey. 6 years. They do it down all across the country. Yeah, long time here in this place. Hell, you freaking lived to survive during the pandemic in this place. In those 6 years, I have won, I have lost. I committed arson. Damn, accurate.
Damn.
Hey, he owns up to who he is. You gotta respect that. He did say he's real, Walter. That's the guy that's never been confused as last week.
I've never been as confused as I was.
Volunteer. I won our team the match. You lost it. I mean, he did. He blew a gasket. He's being genuinely honest.
He's not wrong.
He sucker punched Hangman Page in the face. Not the first man he sucker punched. Guarantee you that. Damn, I'm confused. Are you confused, Walter?
Yep.
Shout out to everyone in the chat. Safet, Jeff, Matt, Nestor, Wesley. Appreciate you all as always. To all those that are tuning in and not commenting, but engaged with us, we thank all of you. You make this possible. Summit World Championship that you once held.
You stood across the ring from me.
Something instant that you wanted it. I love that graphic.
He said the title means more to me than anything in this entire sport.
Well, again, it's the most precious thing. Get your chance to wrestle a dream. But let me tell you this. And then I actually get us to skip and scream. And I should do sucker punch in the face. You owe him? What do you owe him? At All In. You, the Ops. Oh, yeah, that's right. They did help him get that title from that briefcase.
I almost forgot about that, to be honest.
But there was so much crap that went down during that fight. Texas Deathmatch, excuse me. But he's right. The Ops did play a hand.
I appreciate it. I respect it.
The repayment for my gratitude stops there. What a friggin' gift, a chance. I will not let you take this from me. Whoa. A very humble, but a very dedicated Hangman Page to the AEW World Championship. Now it's time for Joe to respond. This should be good. We know how much of a wordsmith Samoa Joe is, folks. Get ready. Ladies and gentlemen, everything this man said is absolutely true. Oh, okay. So if we're here talking about truths, let me share a few of my own. I don't see the pinnacle of professional wrestling. I see a pretender. Ooh. Okay. Unless the time actually the ops ensured that. Damn. Saying the ops pretty much the only reason that he is the man he is right now. Bloodlust going after the Death Riders. Got the prime target, the man that calls himself a champion. And he calls him at Page no champion. Yeah. Next 10 minutes, get ready for it. Fake gratitude.
Samoa Joe bringing up some interesting comments.
If anyone knows anything about what's owed back to you in this business, it's Samoa Joe.
I mean, 20 plus years in the business.
Standing in front of him is a fraud. That sounds right. Beat, break, and torture him.
I just got the fraud line. Hold on. I'm going to back out and go back in.
To be the man that you said you are. At that moment, I'm going to choke you unconscious and take your belt.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're going to wake up with this truth.
Perfect.
What's funny was Moxley beat Hangman, right? And then Joe beat Moxley. These guys are intertwined with more ways than they realize.
Yeah. And Samoa Joe basically showing himself as the blessing AEW needs, a real champion. Uh-oh.
He said, why? How can I be a pretender when I'm a two-time champion? He's right.
This is accurate. And what matters when the bell rings? Not
opinions don't matter. It's what happens when the bell rings. He's absolutely right.
Yeah, I mean,
he recognizes it.
There you go. But is that enough against Samoa Joe?
You don't believe him, Samoa Joe? Ask Kyle Fletcher.
That's accurate. Damn! You cannot outlast me.
Oh, what does he mean by that?
I think I need more than endurance. Be as fairly as possible.
Bring the same energy you brought to All In.
The love for the sanctity of this sport. Preach! Damn, that is commitment right there. Well, one thing's for sure, Walter, no lies detected on either men's half here, but we're going to know for sure who truly deserves to be called one thing and one thing only, and that is champion. And we will find out, folks, together at Wrestle Dream, which could become a nightmare for one of these two men going forward indefinitely when Samoa Joe challenges Hangman Page for the AEW Men's World Championship on pay-per-view October 18th, live in St. Louis.
That is going to be a hell of a war. Screw a fight.
It's amazing how much you say hell of a war, and Hangman Page is usually involved in that conversation.
You know?
Well, anyway, let's go backstage to Alicia Duke, who was with somebody. She was with the conglomeration. As we know, we got the battle of the Kyles. We got Ishii and Orange Cassidy in action. Let's hear from Mark Briscoe.
The conglomeration. I love when he talks. Yeah.
Just listen to him, man.
Saturday, like everything he says is hilarious.
Adjacent and get speed. That was Cow 2, baby. Kyle be down man hungry. That would not go unpunished.
Okay, this is gonna be a tongue twister now. Kyle this and Kyle that.
So here's what you do, folks. Every time we say Kyle, take a drink. Kyle!
Orange Cassidy is the most nonchalant member. He don't care. It's whatever and wherever for him.
You know, one of these days I'm not going to show up in his suit. I'm just going to show up in my jean apparel like I did back in the genesis of our freaking YouTube. The sun would be like, whatever.
And with your hands in your pocket.
A man managed to taking on Mox. You're guaranteed to be a slobber knocker. Well said.
Oh, damn. That's Fred. They're going to start with that shit?
Let's fucking go, John Mox, Ishii! Kicking things off next. Oh, yeah. Walter, hands in.
No.
Come on, Alicia.
Right.
Come on, Roderick.
When the dog sees me doing that, he's going to give his paw.
I love that Ishii just remains absolutely emotionally stirred.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to say it.
I mean, when you said anything less, let's be honest here. I couldn't say any better myself. Let's go down to the ring. Uh-oh.
Damn, this is really happening right off the rip.
Well, let's not waste any time. Let's get started.
Oh, please don't bleed. Please don't bleed.
You realize who he's facing, right? This man will cut your chest open with chops. These two baptize each other in beautiful, glorified violence in the Cathedral of Professional Wrestling, Corrigan Hall in 2019. Walter, get ready for a fight. Simply put. And get ready for a man that has no problem coming to this homecoming through this entrance. How many times I see John Moxley walk out in Daly's place through that bomb amongst the all-elite fleet. First time ever, Marina Shafir in tow. And speaking of John Moxley and Wrestle Dream, let's not forget, Walter, one of these men, we know neither man has quit in their veins, but someone will have to say I quit come October 18th when Darby Allin goes one-on-one with John Moxley at Wrestle Dream. First ever I quit match in AEW history.
Is Ishii still the strong openweight champion?
He is exactly still that. Ishii is still the injury strongweight champion after beating Gabe Kidd for that title.
Damn,
Not to mention,
April?
he just lost the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships to the Knockout Brothers back at Destruction in Kobe. And we'll see if the third time's the charm for the Stone People of Ishii. As I talked about, their first match goes back to 2019, but this is not their first match in AEW. Previously, these two faced each other back in June 2023. And John Moxley won that night. John Moxley has 2 victories over the Stone Pit Bull.
Ishii won that title, in April, right?
Yeah, exactly. He won it at a Resurgent. No, Windy City Ride. Chicago Windy City Ride. Yep.
Yeah, all right. About 6 months.
You're talking about bleeding, but let's just be honest here, man. These two are the definition of stubborn, strong style. They don't know how to quit.
They're too stubborn for their own good.
Well, when you're talking about a man that was rendered dead for 10 minutes and lives on like every fight's his last one, refuses aid after every match, you kind of just basically develop stubbornness as common as day and night. And there's no one I'd rather see more stubborn in this business than the Stone Pit Bull, Tomohiro Ishii, who is right now 1-0 on Dynamite.
Oh, shit. They actually let him bring the championship on TV. Okay.
Of course. I mean, it's a partner. Tomohiro Ishii, of course, 49 years of age, 28 years in the game, trained by Riki Choshu, has over 2,700 matches in his career, record-setting 6-time never overweight champion, held that title for over 516 days. Referee Paul Turner for this contest. It's not even
a banger.
How you talk about before the stubbornness. It's a mental game because to beat Ishii is to break his will more than his body.
And he's a masochist. He likes pain.
Which one you talking about here, John Moxley or Ishii?
Both, to be honest.
All right, good man. You understand that both these men forehead to forehead here. Still the kind of night, so much more. We got a street fight, Syndicate versus the Demand. We got Orange Cassidy versus Pac. TNT and TBS titles are on the line. And Jurassic Express, first time since 2022, return to tag team action. Both these men immediately go into the elbows right now. And of course, Ishii never wavers, never relents. We've seen this man with some of the damnedest fights of his life in and out of All Elite Wrestling against the greats from New Japan and TNA, just to name some companies he's been involved with. Of course, former 2-time Rev Pro Undisputed British Heavyweight Champion as well. That knee caught Ishii, though, on the jaw, staggering him, and just right off the shoulder block. Fires back with an elbow, the Irish whip, thrown off in the corner, and blasts it through Moxley with the shoulder tackle. Send Moxley to the floor.
All the way to the outside.
Yeah, talk about that bounce, by the way. But you got to be aware of John Moxley whenever you're on the outside of the ring. Again, this man took Ishii to that freaking East sign in Corrigan Hall.
Be careful, Ishii. I just saw Moxley reach in his pocket. I don't know what the hell he went to go get. I don't know if you noticed it, Noah, but he was in his pocket.
Yeah, well, right now I don't see nothing in the pocket. I just see a rag down the spine of Ishii. And you knew that John Moxley was going to take this to the outside, Walter. You knew this was not going to stay inside the ring. Oh! At first,
referee breaking up the count. Oh my god.
Yeah, you noticed that didn't bug him. And Moxley.
Yeah.
Remembering exactly, to your point, the word of the day is stubbornness in this match, folks. How stubborn she is when he doesn't show pain.
I'm surprised that scratch across his back didn't affect him more. That shit made me hurt.
It probably just pissed him off. I honestly don't know if there's a day that Ishii is actually happy.
I don't know.
This is though on the outside. She might be a big equalizer here. Shafir fears no man or woman. Not trying to literally gouge the eyes of Ishii.
They say don't throw a Don't headbutt a Samoan.
Oh.
Another rule is don't throw Ishii into the corner turnbuckles or the ring post.
That drop kick just sent Ishii into the barricade. Our opening contest is going to be one hell of a dogfight. Continues here at AEW Dynamite Homecoming on Title Tuesday. Stay tuned. We keep you up to date with the action and the thoughts here during full commercial break or Quest for a Quiet Picture in Picture. Fuck television.
I bet you it's picture in picture if we were on, we were watching on Sling.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like, again, it's one of those things where, you take what you got here pretty much. And again, folks, thank you all for tuning in. We are Super Alpha Studios. If you're tuning in for the first time, as we cover all the biggest shows, previews, PLE special across all phase professional wrestling within our budget and within our time and within our availability based on the resources we have as we cover strictly at night, just AEW Dynamite Title Tuesday, Homecoming at Daly's Place. Again, we will cover NXT Showdown tomorrow. Please remain #spoiler-free or Walter Cruz will ban you. But please stay tuned for our coverage shortly after the No DQ review. Again, right here at Super Alpha Studios, so much more to come, including not limited to Silly Predicting double feature for TNA Bound for Glory and WWE Crown Jewel. This Thursday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live across all of our channels here, as well as coverage of both WWE Crown Jewel through some sort of way, and TNA Bound for Glory this coming Saturday and Sunday, respectfully. So please stay tuned for us for this entire week of shenanigans, wrestling coverage, excitement, and galore, and so much more right here at the Simply Reliable Studios. As far as Collision Homecoming, I don't know. I figured about it, but it depends. It honestly depends.
Why? It's in Ohio?
No. Someone asked if we're going to cover that because I think we're asking them both. And I know Collision Homecoming, we got Megan Bain with FTR taking on Willow Nightingale and Jet Speed. We got Josh Alexander versus Kota Ibushi. We got Timeless, Tony Storm, Harley Cameron, and Chris Statler taking on the Triangle of Madness in trios action so far. And we also had the Beast Mortos versus Eddie Kingston. Not a bad card so far, honestly, for a Saturday night.
Mr. Mone?
Damn it, Walter. You had to go there. You had to bring that thought up, didn't you? I mean, you're not wrong. But like I said, this is their third one-on-one encounter. Last time they faced each other was June 2023. Here's the crazy thing. They have not shared a ring with each other. Get this far in your head. John Moxley and Ishii have not shared a ring with each other since 2024 in multi-person action before this Death Rider campaign started.
That's crazy.
And John Moxley, by the way, I talked about Ishii's wrestling regime. John Moxley, 39 years of age, 21 years in the game. He has youth, but a lack of experience on his side. But he's also been involved in over 2,000 matches. Of course, the record four-time AEW World Champion, former IWGP United States, IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, WWE and WWE World Heavyweight Champion, CCW Champion, etc.
There's a 10-year age gap between them?
That's correct.
Sheesh.
You didn't figure out that, did you?
Mm-mm.
And keep in mind, folks, one of these men is a father to a little girl.
I forget how young Moxley is because he wears himself out so much that it seems like he's been around forever.
Well, he might as well have been around forever considering he's faced everybody possible in this business, it feels like. And you're the one that says John Moxley's overdue for a damn vacation. Doesn't look like he's ready to let up yet. You thought the ride was over after he lost the title. Looks like the ride continued to flow strong. Ray Shafir, of course, echoing John Moxley's mission statement, have been the ride or die partner of John Moxley since this Death Rider escapade. And now you see John Moxley going to work on Ishii's hands.
You can say what you want about Moxley, but he has carried this company on his back.
If there's anybody that represents professional wrestling, particularly all elite wrestling, more than John Moxley, I dare someone to tell me.
Right?
And, of course, next Wednesday night, we'll be back to normal on Dynamite. Of course, next Wednesday, that will be the Go Home, Walter, to Wrestle Dream. Of course, we'll be covering that 1 week from Saturday. That'll be in St. Louis, Missouri, exclusively on HBO Max here for us in the States. And, John Moxley, again, trying to break the jaw of Ishii, refused to let go of his grip. Oh, man!
I don't think John Moxley got the notice. You would think if you've been in the ring with this man twice before, you would know.
Oh. But you would think that age would make a man vulnerable, and apparently Ishii never wavers. Beautiful brainbuster, excuse me. And you see Ishii showing the scars of battle, busted nose.
Yeah, he busted his nose. I don't think he gives a shit.
Yeah, and right now, John Moxley with a rear naked choke, a sleeper hold applied. Ishii, backdrop suplex.
I was gonna say, you know how smart that is to go for the suplex when you know he's bleeding out his nose.
I'm about to say, what shots? What a shot out of the corner, though, of that lariat. And right now, hang up on that goober. It looks like John Moxley trying to focus on whatever's next for him, of course. Probably on next for him at Wrestle Dream. Big old shot here right now. And Moxley taking too much time, and Ishii making a pay. Pile, high stack, and kick on it too. Sorry, I had a hiccup there. What a hell of a powerbomb there, by the way. Ishii following up the slide lariat. Moxley ducks out of the way. Now Moxley going to follow the curve stomp. Ishii gets out of the way. Waistlock applied. Standing switch exchange in play. Side headlock. Off the ropes. Ishii eats a lariat. Oh, God, drives his head into the heart of Moxley. I would say next to freaking Tamaki Homa, Ishii's got the toughest head, but not name a Samoan. Cutter! Kick out at two with the follow-up lariat. Very late kick out there by John Moxley, Walter.
Late indeed. That was like 2 3/4.
The toughness of John Moxley versus the resilience of the everlasting wherewithal of the Stone Pit Bull going up the ropes. The toughest little man in any fight you ever take in your life. What? God!
Did he just get up after that big boot? What the?
It's a good. Yeah, both these men are literally fighting, probably on pure adrenaline. But Psychonia! Jesus.
I don't know about you, but Ishii bleeding just makes it look more badass.
There is pure jumping right now. I don't know if she's jumping in concern or if she's jumping in pure excitement for this fight, because I'm loving it.
Maybe she got to use the bathroom. No, I'm kidding.
You see right now, again, to your point, Ishii literally shedding red. Referee Paul Turner starting to stand 10 count.
That makes it harder to breathe, which is why I said it was so smart of Moxley to go immediately as he noticed he was bleeding. He put a sleeper hold on it. You're already messing the oxygen up to your, making it harder to breathe when you're bleeding out of your nose.
You see Moxley trying to get to that next level, to your point. Scanning Ishii scanning the lariat, though. Moxley pop. Oh, the cutter!
Don't intimidate the ref.
Cutter hooked the near leg by Preston at 2 counts.
The ref had nothing to do with it. I don't know why Moxley got mad at the ref.
Well, you know when you're in the ring and the rings how bad you want to get that decision, Walter.
Mm-hmm.
Moxley ready to put Ishii down, saying that's it. Might be looking possibly for, oh no, the stalling.
Not this shit.
What the fuck?
What?
Is he back to his feet? Oh, curve stop. Moxley, cover. No.
Well, you ain't going to get him with just that.
Well, Moxley sure as hell thought he had him, and so it's a feeling interference face.
Dude literally got up after being dropped on his neck.
Yeah, look at the replay. To your point, that was a stalling, straight up pile driver, and then she, like something out of the dead, rising back to life, got wiped out with a curb stomp, and still kicks out. And right now, Moxley might be looking for that Death Rider, double underhook, DDT. Again, Ishii preventing it, though. I am so damn glad this kicking's off. Big elbow. Ooh, he leaps up for that one. And now sliding left. And then she captures the head. I think he's got him trapped in a sleeper hold.
Mm-hmm.
It's a headlock. And Moxley, I think, was trying to bite the forearm, though. Is she adjusting position? Trying to break his eyes, too. Oh, watch out. Ooh. German suplex. Ishii rolls through. Wait for the lariat. John Moxley count. DDT! Death Rider cover! 2! No!
Damn.
Great transition, though. Body grapevine into the rear naked bulldog choke. And the Bicer's in full play here, Walter. She might be going to sleep here.
Yeah, he's got the grapevine around him.
And he is out. Paul Turner calls it. John Moxley makes it a hat trick against the Stone Pit Bull.
What the fuck?
Jesus. Well, you can't take the man. You can pacitate him.
Damn it, Max! Stop acting up. Every time I'm even with you, it like does something, and then I get like 2 seconds behind. That was just perfect.
Again, it's internet, it's streaming services, it's television. But either way, you're not just call one hell of a dogfight here. Again, Ishii didn't quit. What the fuck is it going to take, Walter, for Darby Allin or John Moxley to make the other say, I quit?
I don't think that's in either one of their vocabularies, to be honest.
Well, you expect your fear to quit for Moxley then? Because you know, sure, no one's going to quit for freaking Darby Allin. You saw John Moxley, though, the subtle bow of respect. He respects the fight the Stone Bull brings. We go backstage to the Ribbon Day Paquette.
The ref might have to save themselves from themselves, both of them. As you know, they spent all their money last week. I know a little something about that at the casino.
Oh, what? He actually bought tickets to be at least a spectator by selling a couple of their sneakers? Wow, talk about desperation. I don't think Tony Khan's going to answer the door for them. Just
what
saying.
Was that? What was that up next in the corner right there?
What's that? It said freaking Street Fight's up next.
Okay.
First off, that was a fucking awesome dog fight I expected. Again, when you wrestle, fuck that. When you fight the Stone Pit Bull, you're going to get your ass kicked. Fucking love it. Every time I see a cheap fight, it makes me happy. This is my professional wrestling, damn it. Hello, New York State of Mind. Hope everyone's enjoying everyone here. And again, hope everyone's enjoying everything here. Good to see him as always in the chat. Him pulling double duty. Again, I used to be a crazy mad person that used to do that. But since now I cover everything with my friends here on different days, I don't have to. Otherwise, I probably would be watching both at the same time as you through some sort of way. Although I don't risk Trojans on the internet. So good on you if you have access to both. And thank you for tuning into our coverage reactions as well. As again, days like this are not about drawing a line. It is simply put, enjoy live, enjoy wrestling. As simple as that. Watch what you want live, what you can later. There's a reason why DVR exists. Just saying.
I'm getting a Monday Night Raw's coming to Sacramento commercial in the middle of AEW.
I mean, hey, we see the AEW commercial. Here's the thing. Networks don't give a damn about product loyalty. They give a damn about money. They'll advertise anything.
It's marketing because of where I'm at. I live so close to Sacramento, yeah.
The marketing, damn it, the marketing. But anyway, again, we got so much more still to come here tonight. Coming up next is, of course, the Street Fight. We didn't really talk much about that. So, Walter, we were talking about MVP earlier. MVP even said he can't wrestle anymore, but he damn sure can still fight. And we're on MVP's turf. We're in Florida. Now, I don't know how close we are to the 305 because we're in Jacksonville. Of course, he balls in Miami. You know, the home Miami Heat. LeBron James once played for them there. There's a sports reference for you, folks. But what do you think about this street fight scenario here between the Hurt Syndicate and the Demand? Do you think the result's going to be different because it's not a wrestling match here?
I'm not sure, but they still win by pinfall in the ring, so I think they might use the same strategy and isolate MVP. I put it out there that he's the weakest link, and by no means am I calling him weak, but out of the three of them, he is the weakest link of them all. But yeah, I think that's what you have to do. You got to isolate him and take him apart. Remember, his knee is never going to be 100%. He's had multiple surgeries on that knee. That's why he comes with that big ass leg brace, and why he walks around with a cane for what could be the rest of his life. So he's the one they attack. But the element is that it's a street fight, like you said. So we'll have to see. But I know we hurt people, and somebody's gonna get hurt on either side.
We hurt people. We hurt people. We hurt people. I love that theme, man. Shout out to AEW fan, by the way, my brother Kanji King. Of course, we'll be doing HC review here pretty soon. And stay tuned, folks. The next simple session will be a reliable one, as me and Walter Cruz will be having a conversation here very soon. That'll be uploaded on my channel.
Wait.
As we got a video package here now for, of course, my most anticipated women's championship match this month. Timeless Toni Storm versus Chris Statlander. Stat Daddy, Chris Statlander. We got to know who the better woman is. And for the first time ever, these two will collide one-on-one. The galaxy's greatest, the Cosmic Killer, versus someone once illustrious, the only four-time AEW Women's World Champion. Once an outcast, forever timeless. But her time ran out as Chris Statlander pinned her. But she did hold that title for 640 days, as Renee Paquette gives us the stats. And she also has the most wins in the AEW Women's Division for 2025. But Chris Statlander said it herself. And Toni Storm said herself, you are the one woman that deserves it the most. And if I were to lose to someone, I'm glad it was you. And she's also the first to hold both the TBS and the AEW Women's World Championships. She may not have been at day one, but she has 110 women division wins. And she's been 600 days on freaking surgery and still came back to become a champion. But they've never faced each other one-on-one. For me to truly see that stat is where it's at now and forever, I need this one-on-one to prove who the better wrestler and the more deserving champion is with these incredible brawling bitches. October 18th in Wrestle Dream, may the best woman win. Chris Statlander, Timeless Toni Storm, one-on-one, AEW Women's World Championship. I cannot fucking wait for this, Walter.
She's winning. Statlander's definitely winning. And I think Tony goes down to that new tag team division.
Well, speaking of Toni Storm and Chris Statlander last Saturday, the two wanted no belts they brought, but here came the Triangle of Madness, laying out the champion and the challenger. As Fekla said, she will stop at nothing until this division is toxic, because Timeless Toni Storm and Chris Statlander have not yet pinned her or beat her. Well, let madness ensue, because this coming Saturday on AEW Collision Homecoming, it will be Chris Statlander, Harley Cameron, and Timeless Toni Storm taking on the Triangle of Madness in trios action. And let's not forget, the Triangle of Madness have already accepted Jamie Hayter's condition for blood and guts.
Amen. Every long movie has to come to an end, even Titanic, even your favorite of the Avengers. Every movie has an ending. So unfortunately, her reign came to an end.
Well, let's see what happens here as we get ready for the street fight with the Demand, who beat the Syndicate and handed the Syndicate their first trios defeat at AEW All Out. As a trio, they are 2-1, though, Walter.
Mm-hmm.
And Gates of Agony, of course, who aligned with Ricochet, where they say now when you command respect, the demand is always there for it. And they are not dressed here for a wrestling match. Again, folks, this is a street fight.
To hell with the suits. To hell with the way you recognize them. They coming to fight.
Yeah, they are not waiting for the Syndicate to arrive here for business to pick up. They are literally just laying out the ring with the plunder. And, oh, boy.
That a dog chain?
Yeah, trash can, dog chain, steel chair. You know, you just said how they're not dressed to fight. Look at the Syndicate still dressed to the nines.
Mm-hmm.
Only the Syndicate, the best dressed, complete fashion professional wrestler, can show up in a suit for a street fight.
They're probably pull-away suits. They're probably going to pull them right off.
I mean, again.
You know what that says? That they don't take them serious at all. That's what that says.
But at the end of the day, is this business or is this personal?
I think it's a little bit of both.
I mean, you said yourself, MVP was pinned by Ricochet. Ricochet with a kendo stick in hand, MVP with a kendo stick. Totally Liona, Bobby Lashley about to pick things up. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Is there even a bell? Is there even a bell?
Yes, a bell did ring, I assure you, while freaking Ricochet is freaking fighting with a not lightsaber against MVP, and Bishop Kaun is fighting with Shelton Benjamin while you got the meat division. What? God! With Bobby Lashley and Liona. You shared earlier, Walter, freaking Bobby Lashley, darn it, in the MMA. That was a vicious Samoan drive with those steel chairs, though. And Bobby Lashley might need to go those MMA routes if he's going to outlast Liona here. We still know who's better than these two men.
I mean, we got just a taste of tease last time they fought.
Yeah, and then it got thrown in disarray.
Mm-hmm.
And good luck to, I think it's Rick Knox, I think is the referee for this contest. Shelton Benjamin right now just literally teeing off against Bishop Kaun. Bobby Lashley driving Liona into the barricade, and MVP slowly making his way into the ring. It looks like they may have isolated Ricochet.
The shirt's coming off.
Oh, boy. Is it still incredible to say how jacked and how proficient Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin are at their age?
At like 46 and 48 or something like that.
And, of course, Shelton Benjamin, former WWE Intercontinental Champion, and, of course, a former multiple-time Raw Tag Team Champion, former AEW Tag Team Champion. As, of course, AEW Dynamite is alive and well on the X. You can be part of the conversation using hashtag AEW Dynamite as people are talking about things here. MVP goozling Ricochet. Oh, no, low blow! I would not think Ricochet would be a punter for the Jacksonville Jaguars, by the way. And right now, you see Bishop Kaun and Liona here just healing off against MVP. Bobby Lashley now coming to MVP's aid. You talked about earlier the weak link here. You talked about the weak link for the hurting of MVP. What's the weak link for the demand, Walter?
That's a good question.
Who do you freaking exploit there?
I don't think there is a weak link. I mean, even Ricochet does his thing, but I mean, I guess Ricochet would be, I guess, out of all of them. But not even. I mean, the man can go. He's just fills up his tank on diesel and goes. Like, seriously.
Yeah, outside the ring, though, we see Bobby Lashley with Liona and a table precariously perched up against the barricade awning for the ringside elevated. And Ricochet trying to hide underneath that table.
Mm-hmm.
The MVP saw that. If there's one thing that's fragile on Ricochet, it's his ego. We know that for a fact. Anything else, though, the jury is out.
Mm-hmm.
About to say, the last thing you want to get the hearse to get, though, is a weapon. Oh!
What is that he's using? Crutches?
That's a crutch, and I have no idea where they got that from. I think a fan probably gave that a little fan participation here, as only AEW does. Now, Benjamin with Bishop Kaun, a scoop slam onto the chair. I mean, how do you call a fight besides the physicality? Like, seriously.
There's so much shit going on MVP with a suplex in the stage area.
And we know how tough that stage is. How many times have we seen bodies crash on that stage, Walter? I'm just saying. And we see right now that kendo stick that Liona broke over his head trying to choke out Bobby Lashley. MVP coming to the aid of his Hurt Syndicate brethren. And these three men go so far back, even before the Hurt business in WWE, before they can botch that. You think about when MVP managed Bobby Lashley during his run at Impact Wrestling, as I followed Bound for Glory's 2014 to 2016 on TNA Wrestling's YouTube channel. Again, folks, stay tuned this Sunday. We'll be covering TNA Bound for Glory. Ricochet!
How?
He just ran and wiped out everybody with the largest cannibal launch I've ever seen. Who the hell bounces back in the street fight? Stay tuned as action continues to unfold here at AEW Dynamite Homecoming. Fuck television. What the hell?
I'm so sick of these Prop 50 commercials. Ugh.
Oh my gosh. That was so dark, freaking crazy. I was just talking and then just see Ricochet coming in like a freaking bat out of hell, launching himself. Good God.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of launching, we know that your move was launched to the stratosphere. As we know, this Sunday at Bound for Glory, we're covering Javon Evans challenging for the X Division Championship against Leon Slater, as well as Indy Hartwell challenging for the TNA Knockouts World Championship against NXT's Kalani Jordan. We also know we got one last table, the Hardys versus Team 3D and Hardcore War with the Order 4 and the System. So much more to come, including the Call Your Shot Gauntlet this Sunday at TNA Bound for Glory.
I cannot wait. We're bound for greatness. I tell you that. That
This
pay-per-view
week
is going to be
is
awesome.
bound for greatness for any professional wrestling fan. Damn it. And that is 110% accurate. And again, as you see up at the ticker at the top, we got a moment to breathe. I want to give a shout out to everyone here at the Cibao Studios. If you don't know us by now, come to know us. Rock and roll with Rock and Roll. Something else. Follow him there. You see the hashtags, of course, and you see the taglines up there. Again, shout out to the Wrestling Corrective, great friends here at Cibao Studios, James Hebert, that he, of course, works with. You saw, of course, Rangers of Wrestling, Dattila when it's wrestling time, always keeping us informed for all the news. So follow our Pink Ranger when it's wrestling time, Dattila at Rangers of Wrestling, my NOLA partner and fellow TNA faithful. He does really cool dumpings on the internet, and sometimes he makes inadvertent calls where he shouldn't, botcher. But follow James Hebert and look at his uncle's documentary when you can, J. Hebert Side 95 on YouTube and on the X. And again,
Your mother botcher.
Yeah, right. Not the first, the last. That freaking idiot. And again, you can follow us across anytime. We have an update at SR Studios 2024, including our first ever Cibao Studios Awards that you can now vote for some of those categories on the X as well. And you saw Jeff Meacham earlier as he enjoys opening day for the Kings. And stay tuned for the relaunch of the Jeff Meacham Network next year in 2026. And again, don't be a dickhead. Subscribe to our Canadian friend, Ash, at Bag for Wrestling. The best friend you could have for New Japan, AEW, WWE, and an open mind with all things wrestling. Appreciate her always. So follow our Canadian friend, Ash, again, when it's time to go batty for wrestling. We might be doing a KOPW review next week, folks. Stay tuned. And again, if you want to engage with me, I'm barely social, but I love to cover all the wrestling here with my friends and love to encourage you to follow them and not me. But if you want to learn more about me, go ahead and try. Find me if you choose, or join the league. The Predicting and Foster 916 on the X and on YouTube. And again, shout out to the Ranking Wrestling JJ Williams. Follow him, Cassidy 18 Studios here on the X and on YouTube. That's Cassidy Studios. And of course, ROW JJ Williams. And certainly, most importantly, follow this gentleman. Follow him. Subscribe today at the Rage of Wrestling for all the rage that you can handle across all things wrestling. Oh! And we are back here at AEW Dynamite for the Street Fights. Bobby Lashley swung for the fences and missed. That was Shelton Benjamin with the steel chair in play. And you can use the QR code, by the way, to easily find Walter Cruz Rage Wrestling channel as well. And again, Street Fight right now, as the ring has been just adorned in plunder. MVP taken down with a drop kick by Bishop Kaun, former graduate of the Ring of Honor Dojo. And Lashley caught with a drop kick, taken down on the floor. Bishop Kaun right now taking full advantage here of the Street Fight, Walter.
Look what we came back to.
And Darren G, good to see you. Charles Schultz, good to see you. We're having an incredible time coming All Elite Wrestling title Tuesday here live tonight. AEW Dynamite back home at Daly's place. AEW Homecoming. And shout out to those that are tuning into the NXT Showdown. Hopefully your team TNA like me. But again, we'll cover that tomorrow. Please remain hashtag spoiler free or you will be banned.
What's going on, Charles?
And stay tuned. I'm sure Charles will be back Simply Predicting this Thursday when we cover TNA Bomber Glory and W Crown Jewel. Simply Predicting 10:30 p.m. Standard Time live. Me and my friends, probably Dominguez, Dish, JJ, Walter, Charles, and who knows who else. Episode 150 of Simply Predicting that you've all made possible for your continued predicting in wrestling. Oh, man! And Lashley taking down Ricochet and Bishop Kaun with a double lariat. And here comes the big man, Liona. Liona, again, has been absolutely dominant against Bobby Lashley to a degree, almost outmatching him for strength at times.
Dude, he's just as big as him, and mind you, he's like half his age. Well, not half, but...
Into the midsection. But still, though, youth is on Liona's side, to your point, but Bobby Lashley trying to run in, but oh, hello, good God!
Was that a strike?
That was an interception of nothing else. Share the fans of Bobby Lashley stopping the spear down its tracks to Liona.
That was a curveball right down the middle.
Oh!
Oh!
Right through the table.
Bobby just met the wood.
That chair shot to the head wasn't enough to freaking incapacitate the Almighty. That freaking view for the table might be.
I think they're planning on putting Shelton through the other table. No, Bobby.
Well, clearly Ricochet directing traffic here as MVP, to your point, for now has been neutralized, and that might be who they might be focusing on.
Wait a minute. He's going to go for the 450 through the table.
Oh!
Oh, no. Okay.
Running elbow off the apron through the heart of Bobby Lashley, through the table. The Almighty might be down and out. Take a look at the replay here, Walter. Jeez.
Running start, and boom, right in the heart.
And Ricochet looking to blow a kiss when MVP fights Tomohiro Liona on the opposite side of the ring. Ricochet scouting Shelton Benjamin, possibly looking for double stomp. Gets out of the way, though. And Benjamin. Oh, and Tomohiro Liona drew in for the barricade by MVP. While Ricochet running knee strike, rock Shelton Benjamin, the standard of excellence. We're down to Ricochet and Shelton Benjamin inside the ring. Here's what happened off screen, by the way. Tona just drove MVP for that barricade.
I was wondering what happened to MVP. They didn't show that.
Oh! As the gates of Arity just plant. Line of the match in hand. Cover on Benjamin. Kick out at 2. Good grief.
How the hell did he kick out of that?
It's a human car wreck. And stay tuned, folks. Again, special program note. Next week, Wednesday, is a 3-hour special Dynamite and Collision back-to-back go-home shows for AEW Wrestle Dream. There is no Collision on a separate day. It will follow Dynamite immediately. Live 3-hour special next week, Wednesday, Dynamite and Collision. That's a smart move, in my opinion, because that means you literally get everything set next week, Wednesday night. Unlike some places. Anyway, I'm not saying anything. I'm just being realistic here. Advanced booking, what a crazy concept. And Ricochet right now, what the hell? The shooting star press! Warps the table on the back of Benjamin. Doesn't crash through it, though. Oh!
Ricochet's leg is caught.
And MVP is caught in the wreckage of all of that, driving Tomohiro Liona through the table and through his own business associate in the process. I'm not
Oh,
sure
no.
that.
Oh, it's just draped over the rope. I thought his leg was like caught.
No, he got out of the way, because if he did, I guarantee you that leg would have been shattered. And right now you see Bishop Tomohiro Liona isolate MVP in the corner. After being driven through that barricade by Tomohiro Liona, Ricochet wearing out Bobby Lashley. I want to add, by the way, Bobby Lashley never took his shirt off. He is still in pretty much all suit except blazer.
Hey, Ricochet, be careful with that chair, man. You came like this close to the audience face.
Well, you know Daly's place does not have that much of a ringside area, Walter.
Oh!
Oh, somehow lands the apron. Oh, God!
Dude, he did a rising knee on the apron. No rope, no nothing. Holy shit.
How underappreciated is Shelton Benjamin for what he does in the ring? Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
The pure athleticism of this man. It's a 2-on-1
Ricochet,
battle right now.
Ricochet is super athletic, too.
Well, yeah, but Ricochet, like you said, he also has age on his side. We're talking about the age of Shelton Benjamin and the experience level here. There's a combat to his feet, though, and Shelton Benjamin got clocked. And he's just trying to get his bearings on the ring ropes. Basically, the only thing keeping him on his feet. And Bobby Lashley down out, Tomohiro Liona bringing out more wood. If Shelton Benjamin goes for this table, though, they might have literally the hearse to get dead to rights. Ricochet hoisted up and over. Hard landing to the floor.
Remember, there's a table set up in the corner.
There's a table set up between the ring and the barricade. Bridge over troubled water, Walter.
How close was Ricochet to going through it just now?
Well, that's the opposite side of the ring. He went on the north side. The table's on the east side. And Benjamin with the waistlock German suplex release.
Uh-oh. He's poised for something. Is he going to go for that T-bone or a spear?
He's got that 3-point stance like he's a Minnesota Viking going for possibly a spear. Ricochet! I think Ricochet hit the bullet for his boy.
Yeah, he sacrificed himself.
Yeah, but again, was that smart? Now Ricochet hoisted up by Benjamin. Positive for a powerbomb and got with a chair. Oh!
Was that to the back of his head or his shoulder?
It might as well have been the whole back from that standpoint. Either way, blunt impact to the back of Benjamin saved Ricochet's hide. Bobby Lashley somehow still back on his feet on the outside, finding off Tomohiro Liona. What does it take to put down the Almighty? Bishop Kaun, though, scouting Benjamin. Spear by Bobby Lashley!
Is that blood on the back of Lashley's shirt?
You don't give a crap, probably. Ricochet flying in and gets speared!
Damn, he jump speared him, dude, out of his boots.
Leona, though, and Bobby Lashley. Oh, here we go, Walter. The behemoths of each team colliding once again on Dynamite. This is a collision, folks.
This is
Bobby
like a
Lashley
polar.
goes to a knee and spear for Leona.
This is like a grizzly bear versus a black bear. Like,
Well, we just figured out which one won, and this isn't the Revenant. Good God.
dude, he chasing him too. He went right after him.
Lashley, though, hoisted that toe, unable to
Oh,
hoist
they're
him.
close to that table.
And Lashley hoisting up Tilla through that table.
Spine buster. I think he hurt someone, Noah.
Yeah, about to say, I think it's safe to say we finally got someone hurt. His name's Toro Leona, and Ricochet is left alone with Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley and MVP 3-on-1. I think a receipt's about to come.
I think they're gonna let MVP do the honors here.
Well, it's time to finish business, I think, Walter.
The business of pain.
Shot to the throat. Playmaker! God damn!
Dude, the height!
One-arm choke bomb.
Is he gonna T-bone suplex him through that table?
I think he's going to suplex him directly through the table!
Yo, a release German suplex. He just let him fly.
Touchdown! Hurt Syndicate with the win in this street fight!
I knew Ricochet was gonna be the one to get the pin.
Well, Ricochet was the one that caused all this. MVP getting much sought after revenge and a receipt. Business found by the Hurt Syndicate. They may not
And
have
Bobby
won the
Lashley-
match, but they won the fight. They give out
Bobby Lashley never even took off his shirt.
and the jacket was 100% intact. We go to full commercial break. Fuck television. God damn. What? What a suplex. Wow.
Dude, release to his head, his neck. Like, all
Oh
bullshit
my
aside, he could have really
God.
got, like, kayfabe aside, he could have really got injured. Like, he just released him into that. He didn't slam him.
I'm about to say, he yeeted
Literally,
that boy.
he yeeted him. He tossed him like a dumpster was behind him when he was throwing trash over his head.
That was incredible. My gosh, Shelton Benjamin got the best German suplex in the business. Well, that being said, congrats to the Hurts again on winning that Street Fight. As we get ready, coming up next, Jurassic Express for the first time since 2022 will be in tag team action when we come back to Dynamite. Fuck television. Well, that was fun, and you were right. Someone did get hurt. It was Ricochet.
Dude,
God.
so bad.
I love it.
They're going to Jurassic Park? Jurassic Express next?
Watch. Yeah, Jurassic Express is coming up next. For those that don't know, Jurassic Express are former AEW Tag Team Champions, but the last time they were together as tag team was 2022 in a ladder match against the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks, of course, who beat them for those titles, and Christian Cage turned his back on Jungle Boy and engaged a kill switch, and the rest is history when it came to these two that basically
Oh, I just thought about it.
before they came back at All Out to once again be back together in tag team action. And now we're going to see them for the first time in a tag team match coming up on AEW Dynamite Homecoming.
The Young
What do you
Bucks
describe
are sitting there bothering Tony Khan. Tony might punish him and send him to Jurassic Expressway.
Yeah, about to
They're
say-
going to come with no music, no nothing, and just have to go fight him.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Shelton Benjamin sending Ricochet into the end zone. Good God. Hurts to get with the win. I love it. And again, they
Dude.
hurt people.
He literally tossed him like trash. Like, that was crazy.
It's amazing how light Ricochet looks on television when freaking Shelton Benjamin throws him like yesterday's garbage.
He ain't that light either. You know, he's
No,
pretty
of course
built.
not. You kidding me?
He's like
But again, Shelton
210
Benjamin-
pounds of muscle, too.
Right? Again, let's take a look here with everyone in the chat, by the way. Again, if y'all haven't subscribed already, subscribe to Rage of Wrestling. If you want to be part of Sleepy Addicting Leagues or find out more of what I do at My Simple Man's brand, or just find me with a positive hello once in a while, because I'm antisocial, introverted, right here on YouTube on the X and Foster 9016. I will be on the No DQ review, by the way, tomorrow, too. Say yeah to No DQ. Shout out to Aaron Riff. He'll be doing a review for both AEW Dynamite Title Tuesday.
Hey, be careful. Don't let them pull you into the stream too long.
If a Psycho Jet Black Cyclone happens, I'm going to make sure I abandon ship before I'm stuck in that vortex. All right, don't worry about that. Anyway, we got a moment to breathe here. Good God. I mean, yeah, Jurassic Express and the Young Bucks, boy, do they go back a ways.
Man,
And speaking of going back a ways, look at this picture, Walter.
well, the family just keeps growing. Hey, Santos Escobar just quit too, and that means there's no 90 days because he just didn't renew his contract.
And notice a member is missing though in this picture.
Andrade.
When his fucking weapon at Collision.
Bro, he's got Canada, he's got Japan, he got Mexico, he got the United States represented. This dude.
See, this is what the United Nations would look like if they actually were united underneath one leader that wasn't corrupt. Kyle versus Kyle still to come tonight, by the way. We are going to say Kyle so many times, it's going to be ridiculous.
Kyle squared.
You had to say it like that. Kyle squared. Why?
Ooh, what if they make Hechicero and Andrade go after the tag title?
Hechicero apparently ripped Bandido's shoulder out of the socket last week in Mexico.
Bro, that fight. Oh my God. I still can't believe that ROH fight.
That would be Brodido tonight. We're going to run the rest of the dream and win the AEW tag team titles. Don Callis fan once again have all the gold. That is a crazy sight.
Yeah, but they'll be missing the main title.
Well, that being said, let's hear for Aubrey, and also let's hear for Tarzan Boy. Jurassic Express is back.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Non-copyright, Walter, non-copyright. Look at that. Former AEW World Tag Team Champions with a
Hold on.
38 and 10.
Is it gonna say Jungle Boy? Nope. I want to see if they call him Jungle Boy or still Jack Perry.
I mean, they've been calling him Jungle Boy Jack Perry, but the Titantron does say just Jack Perry Luchasaurus, but notice the font, Walter. That's Jurassic Park font.
Mm-hmm.
Sunny afternoons. And clearly we know Jurassic Express has the Young Bucks in their sight, as of course they assaulted the Young Bucks at AEW All Out. We also saw last Wednesday they went after the Young Bucks after they were trying to jaw jack their former friend Kenny Omega.
Here comes the beach balls. Yeah, this is when a certain somebody made his return right after this.
Yeah, no kidding. But Jurassic Express, an emphatic statement, taking out the Young Bucks.
Kenny did not trust Jack Perry.
Yeah, well, remember the tremendous history with Jack Perry and Kenny Omega. Night to night. Give me the order. All right, anyway, there's enough of that. All right. Anyway, let's focus on this match here. And you got to consider who are the tag team champions right now, Brodido. That'd be a very unique first-time matchup here.
Who's that in the ring already?
Local talent.
How is he wrestling with that big knife pouch there?
Jack Perry right now. Starting things out with Orion, not to be confused with O'Reilly.
Damn, they didn't even give him an entrance.
Dude, it's local talent. Oh, you know that better. You know better than that. Local talent never gets entrances in this business, not even the Broke Bucks.
I feel like Andrade is going to come back out or something. No, he's got beef with Kenny, not with them.
I'm about to say, yeah. And again, at the end of the day, Andrade Eagle has fallen to Don Callis' itinerary, I think. It feels like Jack Perry's back to true form, though.
Young Bucks, mate.
What the hell? Was that Nick and Matt in the audience?
Yes, I said they might interfere in this.
Yeah. I see what you mean. They're up on the stage in the back row.
Mm-hmm.
And Luchasaurus. Yeah, so Luchasaurus, of course, using that power. And by the way, for those that don't know, he has a master's degree.
You said that last time. A master's degree in what? Jurassic history?
I think it's actually history and psychology, but again, I didn't go to the same university as him. Shout out, by the way, to Virtuous Leon Perazzo, who encourages you pursue higher education.
Dropped him!
Oh, God!
I've never seen a suplex where he just drops somebody like that.
Let gravity do half the work for you. I mean, maybe his degrees in physics. Oh, open palm strike.
Did I jump ahead of you for a second?
I mean, right now I see Luchasaurus tying up somebody in the ropes and Jack
In the
Perry
ropes.
doing
Okay,
good.
yeah, right to the chest then. We're
Yeah.
in sync.
And what is Jack Perry doing? Is he taking off the covering? Oh, arguing with that. Oh, look, a beach ball. Jurassic
Yeah, it's been green beach balls since they came out.
And tag made. Oh! Someone was going to get a souvenir. An Irish whip and the drop down. And, whoa, the agility of Luchasaurus.
Hey.
Good arm drag.
Don't let Claudio near any of those beach balls.
I'm about to say, yeah. Well, here's the thing. These beach balls are for fun. They don't take away from the match. The beach ball that he tore up at SummerSlam when the bar was in action, completely justified. And so far, Jurassic Express haven't lost a single step here. Oh, wait a minute. Remember this move, Walter? Ow!
Yep.
Jurassic Express! That's it!
What do you want? Stop barking, boy. Ah!
That overhead suplex power bomb is such a finish.
Okay. I don't think the Bucks are going to stay in the seats too long.
After 1,200 days, pretty much, Jurassic Express coming to fine form here tonight at AEW Dynamite on Tuesday. Uh-oh. Well, you had to call their name, Walter. You had to call their name.
I told you they weren't going to stay in those seats.
We saw them bombard freaking last week by Jurassic Express. Luchasaurus grabbing the Bucks again out of midair. Oh, no!
By the way, buying tickets does not allow you to get into the ring. Don't get ideas.
Fortunately, they are actual talent, so they really can't be fined here. BTE Trigger drops Luchasaurus.
And you're right. They did not interfere with the match. They waited till after the bell, so you can't find them.
Oh, the super kick party. The ironic thing, the last time we were here in Daly's place, Walter, it was Jack Perry that aligned with these two broke bucks and took out Tony Khan, where the Elite wanted to change the world and basically take over AEW.
Oh, hey, hon.
Hello, Lily.
So Noah,
Bucks
you and Noah, Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune, whatever it is.
Yeah, belly business. Call
What
this a
did
callback.
he say?
A callback. The microphone to the gut. Boy, how karma's a bitch.
Are they going to challenge them? Why does he have a mic?
It looks like you got your answer, Walter. They just threw a challenge for Wrestle Dream. Jurassic Express versus the Young Bucks. But, oh no.
Shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, no. Nick Jackson up to the top rope. Outside driver on Jack Perry.
Let's see if Tony lets the fight go on. Look how Luchasaurus protects Jack Perry.
Again, time heals all wounds, and apparently friendships are always somehow forever too. But the Young Bucks don't give a damn. The Young Bucks spoiling this homecoming for Luchasaurus and Jack Perry.
My nephew.
Have we go backstage to the Death Riders?
Yo, Pac looks so different.
Right?
And it makes his ears bigger with that haircut. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Little pitsqueak to whet his appetite.
I don't care what anybody said. Pac can go, man. I mean,
Damn right.
I just feel bad his body can't keep up with whatever he's trying to do. He's been injured quite a lot.
Well, to your point, he's been gone 6 months, the same amount as Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, what was it? The ankle this time? It was the ankle, the knee. I think his neck gave him an issue when he was going by a different name.
Right.
Ride or die.
AEW. They got to trim the fat. Damn. Separate the winners from the losers.
It's about entitlement.
I mean, again, Daniel Garcia said he went along with this because of a mentality.
Dude, Moxley's coming fresh off a match, and look at him in the background. He look like he's itching to get in there again.
John Moxley is a sicko for this business, and I respect him for that. But it also makes him extremely dangerous. Well, bottom line, Pac and Orange Cassidy did agree that it will be just one-on-one. Pac versus Orange Cassidy still to come tonight. What a night. That will be our main event, by the way, Walter, as we get ready now for it looks like the Battle of the Kyles. Time for the TNT Championship.
How you going to put Pac and Orange Cassidy in the main event over the titles? Whatever, Tony.
You got to consider the bigger story here at the end of the day is the Death Riders, dude. And you also got to consider the longer rivalry. Let's think about this. Kyle versus Kyle has only happened one-on-one one other time. It was back in June that we saw Kyle O'Reilly take on Kyle Fletcher. And with the aid of the Don Callis family that night, Lance Archer, it was Kyle Fletcher that did get the victory. And Kyle O'Reilly is also fighting not just for the TNT title, he's fighting on behalf of a fallen friend. You just talked about it. Hologram was taken out by Kyle Fletcher, and this clone guy now has literally crashed the code, ruined Orange Cassidy's chances to join the Don Callis family. Now the Proto Star, let's continue his legacy to become the greatest TNT champion of all time. And good to see everyone in the chat as always. Sandy, I appreciate you. Beat Up Man Plays, appreciate you as well. And yeah, we know that he looks weird, folks. I get it. Proto Star Kyle Fletcher with a singles record this year of 14-5, our current TNT champion. Brimming with confidence, the 28th TNT champion in this company's history. This title first established at Double or Nothing 2020, won by the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes against Lance Archer in the finals.
I dig the pink on him, by the way.
It definitely works. And again, Kyle Fletcher said himself, it makes him stand out because no one else wears all pink like he does. Again, bottom line, Kyle Fletcher's about one thing, and that is you will say his full name. And as much as the Don Callis family gets involved in each other's business, we got to say this about Kyle Fletcher, Walter. Since he's been TNT champion, he's won each defense all on his own.
Yep.
Looks like Don Callis is joining
surprisingly.
Commentary. Brian Danielson, Taz, Nick Scalber on commentary. Shout out to the All Elite commentary team, as well as Renee Paquette, Shatu, and Tony Schiavone, broadcasters. Again, this is Kyle versus Kyle 2. Second ever singles match that these two men are going to have against each other, this time for the TNT title. Kyle Fletcher, the 28th TNT champion. Kyle O'Reilly.
Kyle Square.
Yep, damn it, Walter. The tail of the tape here, Kyle versus Kyle, it comes down to experience, age, hunger, confidence. The waist lock here, good go behind by Kyle, and then Kyle with the wrist lock takeover. Now Kyle with the great leg takedown here, flow over the front face lock. And Moreno said best, styles make fights. You look at the two men's styles here, Walter. Think about that, by the way. Nice shoulder block there by Kyle Fletcher.
Very similar.
Kyle O'Reilly, great agility. Off the ropes. Kyle, sunset flip. Now Kyle looking for the single stop. And Kyle, take the ankle. Uh-oh. Knee-bar in. And Kyle makes his way to the ropes.
I tell you what, Fletcher better not make the mistake of looking past O'Reilly.
I don't think that Kyle is looking past Kyle here at all. I mean, you think about the fact that Kyle O'Reilly has not held any sort of gold. Think about this, Walter. Kyle O'Reilly has not held gold since 2019.
Jeez.
Kyle,
back when AEW debuted.
Very much. Kyle, of course, former Ring of Honor World Champion, PWG Champion, multiple-time NXT Tag Team and Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion. Kyle Fletcher, though, notorious, holding over 20 different tag team championships in his illustrious career, mostly alongside Mark Davis in various promotions, and is a former Ring of Honor World Television Champion. You see Kyle right now, and the wrist lock is changed here for strength against Kyle, as Kyle's trying to fight back here. And Kyle, again, both men are in position. Kyle, sudden impact with that scoop slam, trying to get Billy back in his hands, is the TNT champion.
And I'm telling you, 2026 will be Fletcher's year. He's gonna have that world title. I'm telling you.
Well, I mean, how much were you impressed with the fact that Kyle Fletcher did it all on his own, even in defeat, but hung so hard and so long that he did against him in that page for the AEW World Championship in his first ever chance?
Mm-hmm.
You talked about yourself, the potential of Kyle Fletcher is boundless. And Kyle O'Reilly here's for his first chance at Golden. We've seen title changes before on Title Tuesday, folks. Do not rule it out. Now, Kyle, though, with the palm strikes here.
I mean, look, he took Hangman Page to the absolute limit. Dude, he came within a fraction of a second of winning that title. If referee wasn't out of position, he would have been the new champ.
Again, the jury is out whether or not you're right there. The 3-second decision is final. Kyle Fletcher trying to get feeling back in his arm after being caught in that Jujikatami for a moment. But Kyle, running knee off the apron, rocks Kyle Fletcher.
Oh my God, he turned right around into it too. Ouch. Yeah, no time to defend himself.
His sudden impact, seeing his life flash before his eyes. And Kyle Fletcher right now catching the leg of Kyle. Now Kyle, again, going back to that which I background again. Michinoku driver!
Damn, he put emphasis. He jumped with it.
Kyle versus Kyle continues in this fall classic Battle of the Kyles when we come back from a commercial break here at AEW Dynamite Title Tuesday. Fuck television.
Kyle and Kyle coming down the aisle, giving you all the style in a match that's wild.
All right, stop it right now. Listen, Walter, listen. While you're trying to scissor it up with your lyrics, bruv, let me just say this. We don't know if the Acclaim are back, but we know that Anthony Bowens and Max Cassidy will be in tag team match as well. This coming Saturday on Collision Homecoming against Big Bill and Brian Keefe. So stay tuned for more on that. Leave it to you to be a freaking wordsmith. You freaking rap better than you type, bruv. That's brilliant. So, yeah, the thing about this, though, I look at Kyle's mindset in the conglomeration, and I look at Roderick Strong, who almost is like, I'm so over this. Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong have not been the same since Adam Cole's indefinite departure, we're going to call it that, from AEW and wrestling, for that matter, back at all in Texas.
We don't know what's going to happen. And,
right?
By the way, good luck on Jeremy Lin keeping those two together.
I'm about to say, Jeremy Lin's got his work cut out for him if he thinks that Anthony Bowens and Max Caster will ever scissor it up in the tag team division. But hell, if they want to get away from the mid-card, maybe that's the way they should go. Just a thought.
Weirder things have happened. It is 2025 in the world of wrestling.
Yeah, you're not wrong there, bruv. As of course, right now, people are continuing to tune in as we are just a little bit over an hour, I think, of this special 2.5-hour Dynamite. Again, I don't know if we're going to cover next week because technically it's a normal Dynamite, normal Collision. They're just back-to-back. But I will show you this. Next week's Sleep Predicting AEW Wrestle Dream will be, of course, next week, Thursday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stay tuned for more on that as the All League continues. Of course, I host prediction leagues for WWE, NXT, AEW, and TNA. So if you're part of those leagues, and strong. If you're not, join the fun. At the end of the day, just enjoy wrestling and just enjoy Sleep Predicting. I'll also be back with Gino some point next week with predictions post-mortem regarding W Crown Jewel. So stay tuned for more on that. Anyway, we got a commercial break here. And you talk about Kyle O'Reilly and how much the man has gone through himself, coming back from, diabetes and seizures. Hell, we saw the man return basically in tears last year at Revolution. And, of course, he challenged Roderick Strong for the AEW National Championship at the time at Dynasty. What do you guys plan to cover for Saturday? Just curious. Well, Walter, you got more details on that?
Yeah. You know what? How about we run the trailer since they're going on commercial? Nah, you know what? Next break, because I feel like it says we will be soon. Max, that's usually when they're about to come back.
And I don't have that yet, so chances are I'm probably going to have that here in a moment. But as far as what we're covering Saturday, don't know yet fully. Am I covering one thing? Am I covering both things? I do know this. I'm covering Kyle versus Kyle right now for Free Paul Turner for the TNT Championship. We're back here at Jacksonville, Florida in Daly's place, capacity crowd on hand. Kyle Fletcher, by the way, is going into his 5th defense tonight of the TNT Championship. O'Reilly. Oh, God, what a knee. Catching Fletcher. And German suplex. Axe and smash. The axe kick and the elbow to the side of the head. Rocking the protostar here. Momentum going back and forth like a pendulum here, Walter.
This Kyle O'Reilly, man, we thought his career was literally gone and done, man. The fact that he came back from all that, what you just mentioned, is a testament to his willpower. And he's got a jumping guillotine with the scissor lock.
Yeah, you're about to say the arm hammer lock to your point, but Kyle, big headbutt, trying to break the grip of Kyle O'Reilly. And unfortunately, immediately to a triangle.
Triangle armbar. He's got the armbar and the neck trap.
And the most dangerous thing that Kyle could do here is try and lift his arm straight up with the one arm deadlift power bomb, forcing the break.
Kyle's lucky. That's not the way you could have reversed that. You could have really injured your arms. What you should have did was sat straight on your butt and used your legs to break it.
Yeah, but now look at Kyle immediately going after the ankle again. Almost a knee bar applied once more.
When you sit straight up and you lean back, you make the angle of the triangle impossible. That's the reversal of a triangle.
But what about this heel hook? What does this do for Kyle Fletcher when you think about the explosive nature of that flying kick in the corner?
Yeah, I mean, you saw what Hangman tried to do.
Again, AEW Dynamite all across the X night. Be part of the conversation, folks, and talk about the battle of Kyles. Mm-hmm. People saying, let's go, Kyle. And someone saying, I just hope Kyle has fun. I'm having fun. I think Kyle's having fun. Kyle and Kyle right now both on the apron.
Kyle just wants to have fun.
They're not copyright, but Cindy Lauper's AEW Hall of Fame. And Kyle right now trading chops, trading kicks, blocks the kick at the knee, goes Kyle. Now Kyle, armbringer takedown on the apron. Good grief. Now Riley immediately focusing his attack straight on the left arm. Wait for that flying knee strike again. Oh, and caught with a thrust kick by Kyle. Oh, no. Oh, now Riley staggered. Kyle Fletcher pops up with the apron bomb. Kyle even escaped. Grabbing the ankle. And dragon screwed him into a chair. That opening steel chair just sitting there in the corner of the barricade. Referee, of course, trying his 10 count here. Both competitors got to be aware of that. So there has to be a pinfall switch inside the ring. And this match does have a 20-minute time limit. Now Kyle with the running drop kick from the apron through the heart of Kyle. Kyle O'Reilly is a violent artist by name, bar none. Let's go to the replay here, Walter. Jeez. Nothing but steel driven on all three sides of Kyle there while he was sitting in that chair. Looking for that knee drop, and Kyle able to get out of the way. Now the and Kyle with the rolling elbow receipt. But Kyle at the ropes with the knee. Bang! Driving through O'Reilly.
That should have broke Kyle's knee when he missed that. He came off from 10 feet in the air and totally missed.
And trying to get some leverage on that left arm he's been working on while Kyle's looking for the lawn dart here. Hooking Kyle and driving head face first in the second turnbuckle.
Woo! Forehead meet the turnbuckle.
Talk about forcefully creating separation from your opponent who is trying to take your arm out of its socket. You see Kyle right now favoring that left arm, Walter.
Yeah, he almost got locked into a Kimura.
And about to say, letting go of that armbar in midair, he might have hyperextended some muscles in that arm.
Come on, Kyle. Let's go, Kyle. Get up, Kyle.
Kyle and Kyle right now, both staggering to their knees. Now Kyle back up to his feet, meeting the champion, challenger and champion, meeting in center. Once again, trading elbows.
We take no liability if you drink every time we said Kyle and this comes
to
poisoning. That was your own decision.
about to say, if people listen to me, they're foolish. I'm just a fan that just loves to go. Oh, God, what a thrust kick by Kyle. Now Kyle answers with the knee in the midsection. Now Kyle with the front face lock off the ropes. Tornado DDT holds on to it.
Wait, he's hanging on.
Front face lock applied by Kyle. Looking for the pile. Excuse me. Brainbuster. Kick out of the leg. Shoulder capture suplex cover 2. And we almost had a new TNT champion.
Yo, that pinning combination was nice.
PK rolls Kyle over, but Kyle answers with a first kick. Rebound. Wash God! Counted the rebound there with his own.
Kyle just took Kyle's head off.
Yeah, with a hell of a lariat. with the right arm, the arm that's not been worked over by Kyle. Now Kyle slips out from underneath, going back, possibly to the knee bar.
Ankle lock. Pull him away from the ropes and lay down.
He was looking for that figure four, and instead he let go of it, crushed the ankle on the mat, and followed up with a blind knee shot to the back of the head.
He's exhausted.
We might have a new champion here. Kyle shoots the half. Kyle sits in the counter, hooked the leg, and no!
That half a moment of hesitation. He took a second to breathe before he went for the cover. That could have cost him.
And now he's coming towards the center of the ring, and now he has the ankle lock applied. But you gotta watch the instability here. Inside cradle. Nope, never mind. Now going back out to the head, hooking up Kyle O'Reilly. Brain Buster!
It's over. Kyle's gonna lose.
But he's taking too much time to go for the cover. Kyle Fletcher's unable to capitalize.
I can guarantee Kyle will win.
Kyle O'Reilly right now, back to his feet. Kyle Fletcher having issues with that leg, running over that kick though, and catching him with it. Once again. Corner, hooking him up. Another Proto Star. Brain Buster!
Over.
That's it.
There's no way he's getting up. I told you Kyle was going to win.
And a hell of a way to get to the victory, though. Almost lost a leg and an arm in the process. A hell of a fight by Kyle O'Reilly, though, as Kyle Fletcher wins the Battle of the Kyles once again and is still TNT champion. Good grief. And, oh, come on, Lance. This is unnecessary. Now Kyle O'Reilly being fed to the Murder Hawk monster after a fight. But wait a minute. Roderick Strong, Tomohiro Ishii, the conglomeration coming into play. And right now it's 2-on-3, but again, the numbers game. Rocky Romero now coming into the scene. And Roderick Strong right now taking out Rocky. Oh, but taken out by a big boot by Lance Archer.
Remember Ishii coming off a crazy opening bout with Moxley. He's not 100%. No way.
And Kyle O'Reilly's in no condition to fight. Oh, here comes the man that's always ready to fight. Here comes that boy, Mark Briscoe.
Mm-hmm.
That wild man that will take on the world, and the wild man that wants Kyle Fletcher's TNT championship.
I think he's feeling froggy.
A low bridge right now as Don Callis leaves the announced position. Rocky Romero sent to the outside. And the four wars that Mark Briscoe and Kyle Fletcher have shared here in AEW have made him break both men.
Wait, they can't touch each other, huh?
A lot of history here. I do think there's a sense of respect with these two men as well, Walter.
Oh,
Remember,
I thought
Walter
it was
wants that shot at the TNT championship.
I thought it was a can't touch each other. You lose your chance at the title or something.
Pretty much. It's all under Kyle Fletcher's control and Don Callis' MO. Mark Briscoe has his eyes set on the Protostar and that TNT title. That TNT title is his destiny. But when will destiny be fulfilled? We don't know. Coming up next, from one TV title to another, Mercedes Mone defends the TBS Championship Open Challenge. The CEO is on our screens. We come back to Dynamite.
So in other words, it's his wrestle dream?
I mean, I wouldn't rule it out personally. First off, that was a freaking great battle of the Kyles. I want to just say that for the record. By the way, how many times did I say Kyle during that match?
I have no idea, but I'm glad I didn't drink because that would have been alcohol poison.
Again, as the simple man, the introverted, antisocial virgin, 99.7% straight edge professional wrestling fan here, I encourage you to protect your liver, respect your wallet, and just your life and enjoy wrestling. And speaking of which, Walter, while we don't know what we're doing fully just on Saturday, I do know we have quite a schedule lined up for what's ahead here at the Sababo Studios. So if you want to know more what they're going to lend my voice to, because I have to deal with these yahoos on a weekly basis, check this trailer out. Run the ad!
And now for a taste of things to come.
again, I always enjoy seeing Kyle fight Kyle. Anyway, here, as I said earlier, at the Simple Lava Studios, that trailer shows you we truly encompass, embrace, celebrate, engage, analyze, criticize, and react, and cover, and commentate to all the wrestling. And welcome back here to the Simply Reliable Studios. Again, if you want to follow me, there's my tag. Good luck. I'm barely social as it is, but I love doing this with my friends. But more importantly, follow my friends. Batty for Wrestling, Rage of Wrestling, Cassidy Studios. It's about them. It's not about me. It's about professional wrestling. Damn it. And welcome back here, as we'll be back soon. So, Walter, let's just go ahead and talk about real quick. We've got a moment. TBS Championship. If Mercedes Mone 6-7 defends tonight, she will be less than 10 days away from beating Jade Cargill's run. Well, hold that thought. We got Kyle Fletcher on our screen here. Let's see what's next with the Pro Star, possibly.
I think it might be a dream of Froggy Bow to get this title match.
Mark Briscoe taking advantage of a hard-fought title match. Although I think today Mark Briscoe's number.
You know, I almost forget that he's Australian until he opens his mouth.
At Wrestle Dream. Oh! Hey, thanks, Tony!
I told you.
We got the rubber! It's Kyle Fletcher, Mark Briscoe 5 for the TNT title at Wrestle Dream.
Mark ain't winning. Sorry, Mark.
Well, speaking of marketing, here comes somebody's business portfolio bigger than the ring itself. Aubrey Edwards, the referee for this contest. Here comes the CEO and the face of TBS.
That's some fat guesses.
Challenge.
Look at some fat guesses.
I mean, that's fair.
Here comes the GTA stripper.
Will you stop that? Mercedes Mone, 27-1 in AEW singles matches, and is going into her, get this, folks, 22nd defense of the TBS Championship, the biggest, most precious, most valuable cornerstone of our championship portfolio. 5 of those titles actually being championships. The other ones that are just more so a symbol. Referee Aubrey Edwards for this contest. As I said before, she has currently been the TBS champion now for 500 days.
No.
Wait a minute. Who the hell?
What?
Oh!
Huh?
Is that?
Wait a minute. She's recently released too.
Lacey Lane! Okay!
Yeah, they changed her name.
Yeah, I forgot about Lacey Lane, formerly part of the WWE, formerly part of the Mae Young Classic, and she is from Florida.
She is from Florida.
Lacey Lane, former party girl with Casey Catanzaro, former WWE superstar, has apparently arrived in Daly's place. All right. You know what? I like this because, one, it's not something that everyone follows obvious, and two, it's a first-time ever matchup.
I forgot that was her name now.
Well, let's not forget, Lacey Lane also has been trained by the Dudley boys, lest you forget. Elba Day, way to make your debut here in AEW, challenging the CEO, Mercedes Mone. She is less than 10 days away from eclipsing Jade Cargill's reign for the longest TBS champion in this company's history. Mercedes Mone, of course, the 5th TBS champion here. Also still Rev Pro, EWA, and CMLL Women's World Champion. And there you see, of course, the TBS title held above Aubrey Edwards. A lot of things been going on lately in this women's division, Walter. Blood and Guts, Women's Tag Team Championships, Chris Statler and Toy Storm for the first time ever, and now we got Lacey Lane debuting here in AEW. Waste lock applied.
Is it me or Mercedes doesn't even look impressed?
I mean, again, did she look for someone impressive or did she look for someone obvious? I wonder how much Lacey Lane and Mercedes Lane actually know each other. Seems like both have a similar attitude. Although I think one's more of a party girl and actually can party better than the other, and probably with a better budget.
I'm pretty sure one can dance better than the other.
Okay, that's neither here nor there. Oh, and apparently can whip that hair.
And whip her hair back and forth.
Okay, non-copyright. Now Lacey, crucifix, and got a 1 count. Again, all it takes is 3 seconds. Champion, up and over. You think about the people that the Mercedes Mone has beaten, though, not only from AEW, but also from outside AEW. Persephone, Bozilla, Alex Windsor, Nina Shirakawa.
They're getting 1 count. They're not even getting 2s.
If nothing else, you're trying to wear down your opponent. So far, the only one that's been getting covers has been the challenger. Athena, a roll up, push off. Nice drop kick off the bottom rope here. Now Mercedes Moné, here's a cover by Lacey, gets a 1 count here. I like the fact that Lacey is constantly being on the champion here. Staying on the attack.
Is she mocking her dad?
I mean, again, you said which one could dance better. The jury is out. I mean, she is a party girl. Let's not forget. If it was a private, she'd party with Party Rock.
Hey, man. Look at the TikTok videos with her and Damian Priest.
TikTok is one of the worst things this generation. I stand by that. I've never downloaded that app nor had any reason to. Up and over. Good agility being shown here. Cazadora rolled through. I thought she was going for a double stomp. Oh!
No,
what
she
a
must
kick
like
to
a
start the
side
head.
kick.
Lacey Lane just laying it in on Mercedes Moné. And now Lacey Lane grabbing the CEO. Mercedes, though, back. Oh, a new strike. Mercedes, of course, coming off that great defense against Odds Windsor back in Philly most recently.
What the hell are they doing?
I don't know, but this is dangerous. Look at
Uh-oh.
whatever that was. Oh, a stunner.
Ow.
Well, the rope, by the way, rope assist top rope, and now, heat sinker! Drives Mercedes down the mat! We might have a new champion! Cover! Oh, the foot on the rope.
She hit her with the freaking heat seeker.
And this TBS Championship match continues on TBS if you're watching it there in picture, otherwise full commercial. Fuck television.
I got a full commercial.
Well, of course, we're on HBO Max. So, again, I just want to put it out there, though. Jade Cargill, of course, the inaugural champion, 510 days. Champions that follow, of course, Chris Statlander, Julia Hart, Willow Nightingale. Mercedes Moné, of course, been champion since Double or Nothing last year, beating Willow, going into her 22nd defense. You can talk about the care, you can talk about the obnoxious nature, you can talk about her wallet being bigger than her body, but you can't argue bell to bell in ring. She has been one hell of a competitor. Even you said that, Walter.
Mm-hmm.
And to Wesley's point, that's the name I was thinking of. Again, fuck WWE names. Cannon Carter, though. You're absolutely correct.
I couldn't even think of her name until he said that either. That's why I just said for WWE talent.
Well, I remember when she first arrived in WWE, it was the Mae Young Classic. She was Lacey Lane. That's what she was known as, previously trained by the Dudleys. Lacey Lane was one of the first people I recognized from the Mae Young Classic when they discovered all these women from across the world that I knew. Again, Mae Young Classic. WWE needs to do that again. I'm just saying. All right? No one gives a damn about your freaking Crown Jewel Temu Super Bowl ring nonsense. I'm just saying. Someone will pawn that off on probably Pawn Stars on freaking Las Vegas again, like they did at WWE Hall of Fame ring.
It's not about rings. It's about what today. What Tuesday is it?
It's Taco Tuesday sometimes. I had a taco truck at work, but also it is AEW Dynamite Title Tuesday, and I'm fucking loving this show. And again,
it's about titles.
Well, to be fair, this is the only title match, but the other match to come does have title implications. And we are going to main event with two former notorious AEW International Champions that could have ramifications on both men's futures, as well as Darby Allin and John Moxley match. Let's not forget, Orange Cassidy was one of the first men to fire the first Solot towards the Death Riders last year and John Moxley's AEW World Championship. At one point, John Moxley tried to pour bleach down the man's throat.
And we just saw the TNT title defended. I mean, jeez. Talk about Orange Cassidy's run with that damn belt.
I mean, I can literally tell you about that. He held it for a combined 470 days across 2 runs, 326 days in his first run, and a combined 41 defenses with that championship.
That man elevated to that title. He elevated that title beyond belief, dude. It was almost on Collision every week, almost. Pretty much. That's what it seemed like.
I mean, yeah, outside John Moxley, who's been on every show, might I add, Collision and Dynamite, Orange Cassidy's been probably the hardest worker at AEW before he got injured. Anyway, as of course we wait back for this, I do wonder, if Moné gets through this, what could be the nightmare at Wrestle Dream for her? And could that be her undoing? Because technically speaking, the day before Wrestle Dream, she beat Jade Cargill's reign.
Right? Are they that petty? They'll make her lose it like right after beating the record.
Or would they give you a surprise WTF where Lacey Lane could beat Mercedes Moné as we're back here for the TBS Championship? Again, Mercedes Moné defending against, you heard me right, folks, Lacey Lane, the former Cannon Carter of WWE, a student of the Dudley boys, and also from the Florida area. Nice kick there.
No relation to Lois.
And now Lacey Lane in control. Been on quite the offense here for most of this match, by the way, might I add. Mercedes Moné has barely done anything.
But remember, I mean, there's no preparation in an open challenge. You have no idea who your opponent is, so Mercedes might be taken a little off guard.
I guess that's true when you consider, again, confidence being your own downfall, your hubris. You very much have a point there. Again, to preview on speed, by the way, we have another match made official for Wrestle Dream. It will be Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe 5 for the TNT Championship. Both men are 2-2 against each other.
Don't see that title changing hands because of
Andrade. I'm just saying. The foot stomp, and Lacey Lane instead getting the boots up the midsection of Mercedes Moné. Wasting a little bit too much time there was the CEO looking for the Miura in the corner. Lacey Lane able to scout it, now following up. And
they like traffic in the bottom corner. That might be the reason that Tony signed Andrade back.
That cover, we might have an upset here off that running boot to the side of the kick. It's a 2 count. Well, I mean, yeah, Hispanic Heritage Month, of course, a major deal, but also, for all we know, Andrade just wanted to be like, adios. Rising knee strike, code breaker. Once again, attacking with authority is the CEO. Sunset flip powerbomb in the corner. Lacey Lane as her head is the top turnbuckle. Not sure how much she got out of it, but that was a hard whiplash.
She also hurt her own tailbone doing that.
And Mercedes Moné looking to double knees again, and Lacey Lane able to scout it.
The Meteor had nowhere to land.
You're talking about, again, the unpreparedness of the champion, but I guess this is what the challenge she wanted here. And now it's a big opening here for Lacey Lane. Off the rope, the leg drop.
Damn, springboard leg drop.
And again, hammerlock in the arm. Hammerlock of Mercedes Moné. What the hell? Oh!
Whoa, looks like a Sister Abigail.
Back press too! Oh!
That was like a Sister Abigail almost.
Basically. Hammerlock sideline DDT got a 2.5.
Bro,
wearing her down,
literally.
Lacey.
I want to see the replay because she got her shoulder off the ground like a millisecond before that 3.
Cover 2. Oh, gosh. Modified DVD with the leg draped over the body, still for 2 9/10. Lacey Lane in disbelief here.
Dude, Mercedes, I think she kicked out of instinct on both instances.
About to say, you see the freaking fatigue factor come into play here again. Lacey Lane looking for the hammerlock. Uh-oh. Oh, Okada roll, cover 2, got the tights. Lacey Lane reversal, cover 2. Mercedes Moné reversal, trying to sit into it, cover 2. No. Able to escape, and once again, hooking her up. Uh-oh, Corey position. Mone! Maker! Cover 2!
It's over.
That's it!
It's over.
Lacey Lane, valiant effort, but the CEO clinches in number 22 and is still the TBS champion. And at this point, in 10 days, will be the longest reigning TBS champion in AEW history.
Lacey Lane went to
Valiant
the same
effort.
casino that the Jackson brothers went, or sorry, the young, you know what?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Guys.
Well, you did talk about Mr. Moné earlier. There's the Beast Mortals. And good to see you, Nathan Banks. Appreciate you tuning in as always.
Why is Sammy trying to remind me? He's trying to be Dominic Mysterio almost.
I don't know. Why don't you translate Beast Mortals instead? Oh, good grief.
Sammy's still talking for me.
That's fair. And that is Spanish for goodbye. An emphatic grr by Beast Mortals for the message to Kingston.
Oh, Hook and Eddie.
Yeah, but I'll say. 2 weeks ago, I'd be here because of you, Sammy. Again, stop letting Sammy talk for you.
Eddie lost a little weight.
Yeah, I'm about to say, he's been in pretty good, fine shape. And the Kings are, of course, ready for a fight. Speaking of a fight, we got double jeopardy eliminator match coming up next as Brodido defends their titles and the opportunity against the Don Callis family against Konosuke Takeshita and Kazuchika Okada. When we come back to Dynamite title.
There's a lot riding on this match.
You think? Well, we talked about earlier Kazuchika Okada defending AEW Unified Champion and still reigning AEW Continental Champion for frickin' 560 plus days. Konosuke Takeshita is challenged for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Goku Sumaha, King of Pro Wrestling against Zack Sabre Jr. this coming Monday. And Brodido are the current AEW World Tag Team Champions coming off a fatal four-way special defense against Don Callis family included representation and AEW All Out. And the thing is, if Brodido picks up the win, it doesn't matter whether they pin Konosuke or Okada. If Brodido picks up the win, the person that picks the pin challenges Okada for the Continental, the Unified Championship. And here's another fun kicker for you, Walter. Brody King once faced Okada for the Continental Championship, lest you forget. Okada got his ass kicked, but he still survived. Bandido has never faced Okada at all, ever, one-on-one.
It's going to be heavy indications.
And of course, Okada, like I said, we saw Konosuke took on Brodido for the Ring of Honor World Championship at before Dishonor, incredible match, but he also lost that there. And of course, Brody King and Konosuke Takeshita go all the way back to the Continental Classic last year, where the Alpha did get the better of Big Bad Brody King. And going into what Don Callis has done and told us, Hechicero has told us Bandido's arm may be literally coming out of its socket practically, as it was hurt down in Mexico by Hechicero. So we know the champions aren't coming in at 100%.
Let's see if Okada makes somebody his beach.
Beach. Look at Okada, son of a bitch. Good grief. I'm not gonna lie though, I love the idea of Okada and Bandido one-on-one.
Oh,
that's awesome.
You just reminded me something. I need to cancel my honor club. You brought up Bandido and ROH, so I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I had the free month because of Tony Khan. Thank you, but I need to end it before it charges me at the end of this month.
Well, at least it's only $10, and it's actually worth the $10 versus Well, I'm not going there, but I am going to say that when I talk about women, if you are a fan of Honor Club or you're not a fan of Honor Club, you might want to be. Alex Minza is challenging Saray for the IWGP Women's World Championship tomorrow on Honor Club. It's going to be botched. Thursday on Honor Club. I'm watching that shit.
I could watch it. I got until October 29th. So.
Okay, well there you go. So you're absolutely covered. So again, the women's division AEW. I mean, between the trios warfare, mixed trios warfare, blood and guts, the World Championship, the TBS Championship, the IWGP Women's Champion now, mix it up and bring up honor. It's ridiculous. And of course, we have women tag team championships now in play, and we don't even know any of the participants yet in what I imagine is going to be the tournament. And then we have our women's pure tournaments happening right now too. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Have to come back here to AEW Dynamite Tuesday and get ready for our next match. And our next tag team match has a lot of implications, as you pointed out.
Dude, this isn't... I know this is a college family, but this isn't as rock solid as you think with these two.
Well, again, can 1A and 1B actually exist in the same family? As we're looking at the 2025 G1 Climax Tournament Champion, and of course, Rainmaker! Kazuchika Okada!
Beach.
14-0 in singles action.
That's crazy. Including to his right, because, well, that was a triple threat, but still, he won that match.
And again, Double Jeopardy Eliminator match. As we know, the biggest prize at risk here is Kazuchika Okada's AEW Unified Championship if Brodido wins. And of course, Kazuchika Okada, to your point, beat his greatest rival, Kenny Omega, to unify the International and Continental Championships. But to your point as well, Konosuke Takeshita and Kazuchika Okada have never faced each other one-on-one. They've only had 2 chances against one another, back-to-back years at All Out. all-out fatal four-way last year and the triple threat from this year. And neither of those matches, Konosuke was involved in the decision, but Okada won both.
I can't wait. They're gonna give us the one-on-one. I guarantee you.
Slow
build, brother. Let it cook.
Build, let it cook. Let it cook. Just say right now, if it's at Wrestle Kingdom, I got my main event. And you see, of course, Brodido coming out, still AEW Tag Team Champions after defending those successfully not only at All Out, but against the Gates of Agony following All Out.
They're 7-1-1 as a team?
Yeah, they have been quite a dominant force to be reckoned with, even before grabbing the championships. Of course, they won the championships back in AEW Forbidden Door.
Yep.
All it's going to take is one miscommunication on Kazuchika's side, and there's your implosion, Walter.
I never thought that the Hurt Business was losing that belt, and then here comes the most random team, and they come together.
And, well, again, the history of Brody King and Bandido goes way back to that mutual respect beyond AEW, whether they were facing each other one-on-one or working together. But now we got two AEW originals as tag team champions, not the Elite, not former W superstars, two AEW originals. We haven't seen this type of tag team setup since freaking Acclaim and Jurassic Express.
Bandido's got like a big-ass target on his shoulder. You got to let Takeshita and Okada go against them with a bum shoulder. Like, that is not the smartest thing to do.
Yeah, well, it comes back to the pride of the champions, by the way. And Konosuke just manhandling Bandido, looking for a big stomp. Of course, you can't count out Bandido because Bandido did beat Konosuke one-on-one, as we talked about before Dishonor, successfully retaining his World Championship. The agility here of both these men. Cazadora lift. Bandido, counter arm drag. Oh! God!
You take that shoulder out, though. You take away that slingshot, that rebound slingshot German.
That 21 plex, but again, that big elbow, though, rocked the alpha. No denying that. Not bad for the former 5-time KLD openweight champion from DDT Pro. Bandido, Cazadora by Brody. A little dazed there. Oh! Just dropped. I always love the tag teams that use their own partners as weapons.
Right?
It just seems like it's so effective.
What was the hesitation, though?
I think he may have hit his head first on the mat. Now, Okada legal with Brody King. Yeah, let's renew this, shall we? Let's renew this over the Continental Championship from Revolution this year, in case you forgot. Tag. You talk about, again, people that wrestle with a bum shoulder. Do you not forget that Kazuchika Okada ripped the arm out of Bryan Danielson, and Bryan Danielson still won?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. Lapon strikes here to the AEW Unified Champion, Kazuchika Okada. Again, a legend in his late 30s now at this point. Virtually unpinned and unsubmitted practically in AEW since being signed, except by Bryan Danielson, who did pin him one time. Again, undefeated in singles action this year alone.
I think he's 37, isn't he?
Yeah, and again, you saw Bandido, to your point, go out for the tag, now favoring that shoulder. Definitely not 100% here. Brody about to do most of the work of this match. Hard hours whip. Fall splash in the corner. The key thing about the Don Callis family is not the talent involved, it's the representation. And that representation is Don Callis. What does that infuse hatred that he invokes in this family? Oof! Or that ruthless, win by any means necessary attitude that has led to Konosuke, Okada, and Kyle Fletcher's rise. And now Kyle,
We talk all this shit about Don Callis, but if you think about it, it might not be an AEW without Don Callis, because he's the one who called Jericho to fight Kenny Omega in New Japan, and then Tony saw that and said that there needs to be opposition to WWE, and then created AEW. So without Don Callis, AEW might not even exist.
As we go to full commercial break, with that fire in your heads, fuck television, you very might be surprised the invisible hand has played his hand in AEW's existence.
Yeah, it was him that made that call to have Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho, that crazy-ass match in Japan.
Yeah, Wrestle Kingdom 12, to your point, for the IWGP United States Championship, Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho. Honestly, that might have been one of the first matches, not with Okada in the mix, or Tanahashi in the mix, that made people realize New Japan existed.
Dude, the freaking one-wing angel on the chair.
There's a reason why Chris Jericho said he could never take that move again. Okada and Konosuke, the tease. You saw the subtle tease there of that DDT big boot combination as you saw Konosuke raise his arm above Okada. Okada did not do this yet. Again, Walter, let it cook. I think, again, based on what happens not only tonight, but particularly at King of Pro Wrestling, we're going to learn a lot about the Alpha's future because I would dare say the biggest match in Konosuke's career is this Monday morning when he challenges Zack Sabre Jr. for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship.
I've been Nostradamus. I've been on a roll. I told you about the Moose and Oba. I told you that there was going to be Mr. Bouncy and Leon Slater. I'm telling you, Kyle Fletcher's going to be a champion in 2026, and we're going to get this one-on-one. Just wait till next year.
Well, again, we got to get for the rest of this year. Of course, we got, as you saw in the Watch On trailer, just to come up again, folks, we got WWE Crown Jewel. We got TNA Bound for Glory. We got King of Pro Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling. We got Marigo in the mix because Io Sky is going to be challenging Mayu Iwatani, two original Daughters of Stardom, for the first time together in the ring since 2018. Cannot believe that. I'm so damn happy and excited for that. And then, of course, we have AEW Wrestle Dream. We know that we got Timeless Toy Storm challenging Chris Statler for the AEW Women's World Championship. We got Hangman Page versus Samoa Joe for the AEW Men's World Championship. And now we got Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe 5. The Rubbers, both men are 2-2 for the TNT Championship. It's a hell of a card already, and that's just 3 matches.
It's going to be nuts.
Well, AEW, when it comes to pay-per-view, they're not only worth the price, they don't miss. And they also have a much better service.
They're probably still going to have a couple more matches that they're going to add to the pre-show. They're going to add, you know how Tony is.
Who wants to watch a bunch of dumbass people talk? We're here to watch wrestling, right? That's why you watch the countdown. That's why you listen to a podcast. This is why you listen to us for No DQ for previews. Well, maybe more us, because I think No DQ doesn't put too much fun in AEW. Then again, that probably proves why I'm the leader of the All Elite League. So, again, I mean that with all due love, but I'm just going to call as it is, all right? Because, again, I hold no punches. Anyway, as we'll be back here soon, let me go ahead and bring down the mood. Have you ever thought about what life is like? Nothing more but I'm not going to do Bob Ross tonight. I'm not doing that. You know, I never watched Bob Ross videos, by the way. AEW Dynamite title Tuesday! Back here with Okada and Konosuke against Brodido as Konosuke just dropped Brody with a big elbow. Konosuke going to catch Kazuchika Okada again, and Brodido wins. The winning man will get a shot at Kazuchika Okada's AEW Unified Championship. If Konosuke or Okada wins, then the Don Callis family gets a shot at the AEW Tag Team Championship. Bandido is not 100%, by the way, after Hezusero destroyed his elbow. Vicious backdrop.
Oh, it's his elbow. I said shoulder. Oops.
Yeah, it's just, well, I mean, it goes all the way to the elbow, to your point, because, again, Hezusero, the Alchemist, tried to pull that arm out of its socket. And the Irish whip. And right now, Brody King wiping out Okada and Konosuke.
That was a crazy double clothesline out of that corner.
I kind of want to see Brody King now in a triple threat with Konosuke and Okada.
Oh, my God. Don't.
Tag. And now Bandido goes bring up the top rope. Sits down on Okada. And now the cover to. Whoa. Oh! Oh, no. Oh, no.
Did he hit Okada?
He literally booted Okada on the side of the head.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, about to say, as Okada going to think that was a miscommunication. The corner, Tornado. High cross body, Ring of Honor World Champion. Now hooking up Okada for the backslide, the cover. 2. Ooh. Referee brings it to the 2 count. Crucifix now, cover. 2. No. Ooh, get to the midsection. You were going to say it,
Bandido didn't give Okada a chance to even freaking realize what happened, I don't think.
The power of Bandido, giving him enough time to think there with the overhead suplex cover. 2, and Konosuke saves the matchup.
That might make up the miscommunication.
Like, do you think that Konosuke wants to be a tag team champion, let alone wants to be involved in a win with Okada?
No. His ego ain't going,
He wants to unify the world of pro wrestling. He wants to do it on his own. Ooh. Oh, Guzzle Bomb, knee strike, side of the head. Cover, 2, and Konosuke pushed Bandido on the pile. Damn.
Yo, if he didn't push him, it would have gonna be over.
Yeah, no kidding.
And imagine Okada, the one with the championship, is the one that gets pinned. Is he dragging him to force the tag?
And Konosuke is saying he's going to do this all on his own. Again, live Jacksonville, Florida here. AEW Dynamite title Tuesday. Double Jeopardy implications here in this matchup. Konosuke double booted by Brodido.
I wish I spoke Japanese because he yelled something at Okada.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I'm sure it involves the word baka.
Or
in the corner. And Bandido right now. With the wind up, blocks the shot. Now watch Brody pushed off and watch off!
Yo, he was going to chop the shit out of Bandido.
Instead, freaking Konosuke got black hole slammed. Now Bandido barking here. And what's Bandido thinking now? Fire it up. And we've seen this before. Walter. Okada. Oh, and again, Ever extending that arm across the top rope. Bandido now. And what the hell? No way. No way. No way. No way. Are you kidding?
What the hell?
Wheelbarrow suplex.
There's no way he's gonna hit him with that. Holy shit!
Thunder bomb cover! Oh, fuck it. It immediately separates before I can even count it. So shut up, Walter. And shut up, JJ, if you're watching. That proves that Konosuke's not the best Blue Thunder Bomb in the business. He just fucking Blue Thunder Bomb Brody King.
Yeah. Fuck the Blue Thunder Bomb. That rolling German that he did before that. How the hell did he pick his big ass up?
That wheelbarrow suplex to your point. Meanwhile, the knee strike to Bandido. Now Konosuke hoisting up Bandido. Raging. Wait a minute. Inside cradle. Inside cradle too. Oh. Kick out. Okada, though, hooking up Bandido in the ropes. And Konosuke. Oh, no.
He hit Okada.
And the schoolboy run by Bandido. Kick out at two. Big elbow. Now,
all right, that's twice he hit Okada.
Yeah, meanwhile, tilt-a-whirl, Argentine, backbreaker position. The Ring of Honor champion's got, oh! X-knee! X-knee!
It's over. He's going to go for the 21.
And the dude looking to show his hand. Can Bandido find his way to the jackpot and hit on the out of the 21? No, the shoulder. No. Again, the shoulder.
He busted.
Again, you're not going to do a suplex with a bad shoulder, Walter. Meanwhile, Poison Rana!
Damn.
Uh-oh.
He lowered the knee pad, Noah.
Yeah, he's looking for that power drive knee. If he hits this, we got our winners here. Lining him up, and wait a minute. Okada just tagged himself in. And oh! And now the knee strike to Brody. Meanwhile, Rainmaker! Cover 2! Don Callis family has an AEW title shot!
Oh, shit. I thought it was going to be a miscommunication that they tagged themselves in.
Takeshita and Okada, miscommunications aside, got the job done, but Okada was the one that tagged himself in for the win. And it's official. It's Okada and Konosuke.
Wait. No, wait.
For the AEW Tag Team Championships.
Wait, Takeshita just pushed Okada, and Okada completely ignored him.
Well, of course, Takeshita's pissed. Bottom line is not about Okada and Takeshita for Don Callis. It's about Don Callis only going to AEW. Now his family has a shot at the Tag Championships.
And they literally own a pinfall over them now.
Let's go backstage with Nate Paquette as we go backstage with Willow Nightingale and Jet Speed, who get ready for mixed trios action this Saturday against FTR and, I cannot believe I'm saying this, Megan Bain.
Willow, we love Willow.
How can you not love Willow? She makes everybody happy. Hey, you see it, Walter? Take a look at that friggin' match. Good God. For the first time, we're going to see Willow Nightingale and Megan Bain mix it up. Shit. All the power.
Yeah, but what iteration of them?
And, of course, we saw Kevin Knight take Dax Harwood to the absolute limit and get the win on one half of FTR.
Willow Speed.
Willow Speed.
Megan Bain is a big woman. Woo!
Let's put it politely.
Her and Willow are gonna go at it. I still want to see Mega Bay win those tag titles, kid.
I don't know, man. Between the Sisters of Sin and Ty J, it's anyone's ball game. At least this place has a division. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud?
Tony Storm probably gonna get involved in that tag team.
Anyway, as we get ready to collide this Saturday, coming up next, our main event, AEW Dynamite Title Tuesday, we revisit one of the oldest rivalries in AEW history as the Bastard Pack goes one-on-one with freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. After this commercial break, fuck television. So, just to reiterate, Walter, Okada Konosuke?
Oh, dude, why? Okada completely ignored him. Takeshita wanted a confrontation right then and there.
Yeah, I'm going to say this right now. I have zero confidence in Okada Konosuke winning the titles, coexistence or not, Don Callis or not. There is no way in hell Konosuke wants to be champion with Okada. No way.
They're not necessarily the two that are going to... I think the Don Callis family can put whatever duel they want. It doesn't have to be these two.
I don't think so, man. You heard what they said on commentary. It was Don Callis that accepted that stipulation. He already had Josh Alexander and Cesaro lose. So why would he pick two people that he thinks can't do it? He has his two best members of his family now challenging for the tag titles.
They can't get along, man.
Well, I guess Don Callis is going to have to figure that shit out. Otherwise, this invisible hand is about to expose how stupid of a hand he could possibly be. Either way, we got another match made for Wrestle Dream. It's Brodido versus Okada and Konosuke for the AEW Tag Team Championships. Holy shit.
That's going to probably be the opener, too.
I mean, considering the tension with those men, I'd probably not be a bad idea. Man. Anyway, as we got a moment to breathe here, Safet with that comment. Yeah, pissed.
I can't wait to win. I'm telling you.
Right? And again,
that's going to knee the shit out of Okada, and it's not going to be by accident.
So, do you think that he needs them during the match or after the match?
Either or, I'm not sure. They're gonna bump each other. It's gonna cost the match. He's gonna watch him get pinned, let him get pinned, and then boom, after the aftermath.
Well, again, we'll see what happens October 18th when we cover Wrestle Dream. Again, so much that and so much more to come here at Zimbabwe Studios, as you saw earlier. As we get ready for our main event, let's just go ahead and recap everything that we saw tonight so people are aware. We saw Jon Moxley and Ishii have a hell of a fight, and it was Jon Moxley that got the better of Ishii, incapacitating the Stone Pit Bull. Couldn't pin the man. He had to stop his heart to a degree because his will went and quit. And we'll see soon enough if Jon Moxley or Darby Allin say I quit at Wrestle Dream. We also, of course, saw the Hurts to get some business payback on the demand at the expense of Ricochet, as MVP was able to beat Ricochet in a fight. That was ridiculous.
I have no idea how that match is going to end because neither one of them are going to say I quit.
I'm scared to think what they're going to do to each other to force someone to say I quit because, yeah. This has to be the end game, legit. Anyway, we'll talk more about that later instead of predicting. We saw Kyle versus Kyle as Kyle Fletcher defended the TNT Championship successfully against Kyle O'Reilly. Very hard-fought match. And we now know it will be Mark Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher 5 at Wrestle Dream for the TNT title. We also saw Mercedes Moné Open Challenge answered by Lacey Lane. A valiant effort, but lost, as Mercedes Moné will eclipse Jade Cargill's reign in 10 days. A day before Wrestle Dream, it's the longest reigning TV champion in this company's history. Jurassic Express has been challenged now by the Young Bucks for a tag team match at Wrestle Dream. And we just saw Brodido lose to Konosuke Kazuchika Okada, who will now challenge them for the AEW Tag Team Championships. As we go backstage to Stoke and FTR.
If that's Lacey Lane's debut, she's got a hell of a future in AEW.
Well, I mean, hey, we've seen it before.
The greatest tag team alive today. You know, I don't agree with Daly, Mr. Hathaway there all too often, but there's no denying what this team has meant. FTR really are the standard right now.
Yeah, that's fair. And there you see Penelope Ford and Megan Bayne. Well, to control yourself.
I'm not. I'm not. That's James that goes gaga over these two.
Fair enough.
It's a lot of women, though.
Here's Starbuck. You don't stand a chance.
You don't stand a chance. Dude, she towers over every woman in the division.
But as again, just stand alongside her. You see that. I'm going backstage with Nate Paquette.
This
Again,
Bandido.
it's official. Brodido right now. Force the fans not go their way.
That's a true team. No excuses.
Yeah. Things happen. Oh, it's supposed to be because of me.
Hey, does Okada get an ROH title match?
Never gonna stop fighting. Can I just get to Wrestle Dream already? I'm ready to call this paper. This paper looks fucking incredible.
I tell you, can we press fast forward in life sometime?
You know, if only we could.
There's no way they're losing the title. These two guys, they're not going to get along.
I would be shocked if they lost. But we also know Don Callis' family does have the numbers. So again, Walter, anything could happen.
Whatever.
Of course, first experience runs Cassidy with the pixelated Titantron. Let's see if the Titantron actually holds up this time or doesn't break. Good grief. It's barely legible. I can barely read it. Come on, Orange. You got at least $10 in your pocket. Can you at least give us some legible text?
Damn, 99 and 30 in his career?
Yeah, one of the biggest singles wins records in AEW history. Beat Pac, of course, for that international title back in 2022. Again, their first match goes all the way back to Revolution 2020. That put both men on the map. Well, at least his Titantron didn't crash this time. And, of course, their other encounter was Grand Slam 2022, the first time he challenged Pac for what was called the All-Atlantic Championship. It was the follow-up in the Coca-Cola Coliseum that you just saw the date of, Walter, in October 2022. That Orange Cassidy started his illustrious reign as probably the most notorious AEW national champion in this company's history.
Do they have the Young Bucks budget with the Titantron? Because sheesh.
I mean, you said yourself with Orange Cassidy, it's whatever. Now remember what Pac said. Pac said it's been 6 months since I've been able to let go of pent up frustration, and it's also been about 6 months since we've seen Orange Cassidy return back to the ring. He said, one-on-one, no Death Riders, me and you.
Dude, he even got different gear.
Different bastard tonight. Looking to unleash hell on arguably his greatest rival. You think about how many times these two have faced each other. At one point, it went to a no contest because Orange Cassidy nearly got concussed. Previously here at Daly's place in Double or Nothing, ironically enough, Double or Nothing 2021, it was Pac, Orange Cassidy, and Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship in a triple threat match.
Look at that. Due to injury, he's only got a 6-2 record in the whole year.
And considering he was previously an AEW Trios champion, that of course, when Death Rider falls and no one has to rise, it's what happens. You ride or die on this ride.
Oh, man. That dude's got a serious look. You said it yourself, 6 months of frustration.
How would you feel when you literally were involved in a match 1 week ahead of surgery and you got preemptively taken out?
Mm-hmm.
You said yourself, Pac is one of the most dangerous complete athletes in that ring.
Dude, he's built like a damn powerhouse. If he was taller, he'll give Bobby Lashley a run for his money.
Pac, of course, 39 years of age, 21 years in the game. Previously was All-Electric Champion, the inaugural All-Electric Champion for 108 days before he lost it to Orange Cassidy. Referee of this contest, Bryce Rensburg.
Is his hand's going to be in his pocket or what?
About to say, how serious are we going to take this match tonight on both halves?
I know Pac takes it very serious.
Well, he's the one that asked for the challenge. And of course, we saw Orange Cassidy just challenge Kyle Fletcher for the TNT Championship last week, Wednesday, at the anniversary, where Kaun appeared and cost him. And speaking of AEW, talk about things we're going to cover. Let's not forget, Walter, Blood and Guts, Wednesday, November 12th, and the women will go to war inside that structure in Greensboro, North Carolina. Over the hands in the pockets immediately, to your point. And again, Orange Cassidy, so elusive. Pac very familiar, though. If anyone's familiar with Orange Cassidy more than Pac, I would love to know who.
Right?
With the mental games and the physical games. Great hammerlock underneath. Oof. Just tossed to the side.
Dude, look how he just picked Cassidy up.
Yeah, to your point, Pac has really toned down since we last saw him as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's not rushing into things either, considering he was once the man that gravity forgot. He was probably non-stop against Will Ospreay last year at All Out. And there's those kicks. Those lazy, lackadaisical, dangerous kicks in the business. Oh.
Pac is not taking that.
It's that headlock. That was an in-and-out roll, by the way. Very unique by Pac. Don't remember him doing that before.
Charles, this is literally the main event.
Big shoulder block here. Again, we might have an overrun here, but buckle up for the next 15 minutes because you know how much these two can go. That headlock takedown by Pac, dropping Orange Cassidy here. What do you think Pac's looking for in beating his greatest rival here tonight? If he was to get the win, Walter, what do you think Pac's looking for?
A new start. I think you start new by getting rid of old baggage. So he's trying to fight his biggest rivalry, get rid of him so he can start a new chapter. I mean, 6 months of your career, of your life, of your livelihood just taken away from you. You start back at square one and make your way to the top again.
And Orange Cassidy right now with the head scissors. Again, Wrestle Dream stacking up. We know Darby Allin will take on John Moxley. First ever I Quit match. Practically 1 year ago, we saw Bryan Danielson die a warrior's death when the Death Riders took hold of AEW's World Championship and held it hostage. And Darby Allin was there and could do nothing about it. And it is now official. It will be the Young Bucks versus Jurassic Express, and $500,000 will be on the line.
Young Bucks trying to get that budget back.
You're right. Talk about big money match. Those are your definition. How you feel about wrestling for $500,000?
Yeah, dude, they literally had no fireworks last. Show was hilarious.
$12. I mean, you called it yourself when you read that last thing. A buck and his money are soon parted. Boy, were they. And right now, both these men, neither are taking a part of each other right now. It's a great strategy by Pac to work the arm, the hammerlock behind. Of course, AEW is still part of the conversation here, using the hashtag AEW Dynamite on X.
I agree with that tweet.
Yeah, Tyler Tuesday. Pac graps, I like that. Again, sometimes a simple tweet of a conscious fan is the best thing you could do with your life. That Takeshita Okada versus Brodido match was awesome. Completely agree. And of course, you all are part of the conversation in the chat as well. We appreciate you all as always. Up and over. Whoa! Takes Pat down, deep arm drag. Very technically sound match here so far, Walter.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you love scientific wrestling, technical wrestling here. And it goes to show that Pac is coming in here with a different demeanor, a different mindset, and a different style.
The way he got out of that.
Oh, jeez. Driven head first in the top turnbuckle. Orange Cassidy, of course, his third match since coming back also from pectoral surgery, lest we forget. He was also gone for literally 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Both of them looking for a new chapter.
And, of course, Orange Cassidy also driven by the fact he has a fallen friend in hologram now. Orange Cassidy looking for the tope. Pac hooking him, though. Looking for that implant DDT and catching him. And, hoist him up. Oh, God!
Kyle took his ass out.
Falcon Arrow on the floor.
Yeah,
that's the deal here. Stay tuned. Our main event continues. Full commercial break. Wrestling Quiet Pitch and Pitch on AEW Dynamite Tyler Tuesday. Fuck television.
You gotta win inside the ring, man. Pinfall submission.
Well, to that point, Walter, he is a Death Rider, and Death Riders, again, what did Garcia say? It's not about wins and losses. It's more about the mentality. What's the mentality of both men going into this match? More so Pac, particularly.
I don't know. Pac, you got to think he's been soothing the thing about this shit for 6 months. Literally making a surprise return at the last pay-per-view, and now, wow.
So anyway, we got a commercial break. Let's just go ahead and review so far what WrestleDream has on tap. It will be the Young Bucks versus Jurassic Express with $500,000 on the line in what legitimately is a big money match. We now know that Brodido will defend the AEW World Tag Team Championships against Konosuke, Cassidy, and Kazuchika Okada of the Don Callis family. Chris Statler goes one-on-one for the first time ever against Thomas Tony Storm for the AEW Women's World Championship. Kyle Fletcher will settle the score with Mark Briscoe. They are 2 for 2. It's Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe 5 for the T&T Championship. We also know that John Moxley will take on Darby Allin one last time in an I Quit match. First ever I Quit match in AEW history. This has got to be the end game for both these men. It might be the
first ever I Quit between two people that won't quit.
And that's what I'm scared of, because we know how far these two will go to a degree, and I don't think we've seen the worst of it yet. And we also, of course, know our main event will be for the AEW World Championship, as him and Adam Page will defend against Samoa Joe, a man he's never beaten. As Samoa Joe says, what you will give me is what AEW needs, a champion, a real champion. Who tells truth and who falls in their own lies? Stay tuned. All at WrestleDream, October 18th. And again, Walter, that in itself is a hell of a card alone.
I've seen exploding death matches. I've seen people get pierced with nails. We've seen thumbtacks. We've seen tables lit on fire. We've seen the caskets being lit on fire in AEW. Like, I shudder to think what these two are going to do to each other.
You consider the last time we saw Darby Allin and John Moxley together, Darby Allin tried to burn John Moxley alive in a body bag. I'm just saying. And sprayed extra aerosol on it for a measure.
Literally.
I'm just saying. I was actually watching Blood and Guts. Do you remember the last time Darby Allin was involved in Blood and Guts? He threatened to light a handcuffed scapegoat Jack Perry on fire unless the Elite quit.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right.
And remember, in that match, the only way to win is via surrender or submission. There is no pinfall. And for the first time ever, the women are going to go into freaking Blood and Guts. And here's Sky Blue asking if she could use fire. That woman was hardcore out of the womb. I love her for that. Like I said, I dig crazy chicks. I dig hardcore bitches.
Bro, I can't even fathom or imagine what them two are going to do to each other. Like, oh, shit.
Again, give me the October 18th. I'm already ready for this pay-per-view. Let's cover it. Let's fucking go. I'm just ready. I'm going to buy it next week, and I'm just going to get ready.
I think the kitchen sink's going to be involved. You know what I mean? You know an
actual kitchen sink.
You know that old cliche, everything but the kitchen sink? Yeah, I think the kitchen sink's going to be involved.
Well, whether our kitchen sink's involved or a glass of orange juice, we're back at our main event at AEW Dynamite on Tuesday with a missile drought kick by Pac, wiping out Orange Cassidy. Pac's first match back, might I add, from surgery. And again, the pacing of this match is so different than the previous encounters. It really surprises me. But again, we are dealing with two ring generals of their own right. When you figure about the men that Orange Cassidy has hung with, and you figure about the opponents that Pac has endured and beaten.
They really have slowed. They really slowed the pace. What are these nonchalant slaps?
Yeah, but I'll say, is Orange Cassidy going to try tonight?
There's no poke behind those chops.
Well, again, he's trying to get in Pac's head. Again, is Pac mentally sound? Is Pac in the right headspace?
Oh,
and he
come
knows
on,
Orange
Noah.
Cassidy.
That pun went over your head, Noah?
It probably did.
I said there's no pope behind any of those chops.
Oh, okay. Pulp. You said, okay, fair enough. And right now, well, I guarantee you there's some pulp with these shots here. Big elbows being delivered by Pac and Orange Cassidy. Now they're lining up. Now they're teeing off. Now they're getting physical. Now they're firing each other up. Ooh, whoa. That staggered Pac to his knee. That rots him. Orange Cassidy now off the ropes. Oh, it runs in a pump kick.
I don't know why randomly the Mimosa match just popped in my head.
Considering it was right here in Daly's place, I can guarantee you that's exactly why. Remember, one of Orange Cassidy's first rivals was Chris Jericho. As both men collided in the middle, Orange got knocked but refused to stay down. We're not tub thumping here, folks. We might as well be. And again, Orange and Pac just squaring off in the middle here.
What the hell, man?
You saw that. You talked about a reset. How driven are you by that reset? You're seeing it, Walter.
Yeah.
German suplex. And Pac once again, in control of Orange Cassidy. Orange hooking up Pac, pausing for the beach break. Pac able to escape, roll through. And Pac, oh, it's a boot.
Wow.
Ran through him with that PK like a football player. FUTBLL. Started out with a freaking fight. We're getting a freaking fight in our main event here, it feels like.
They started out slow, but they definitely picked up the action.
They have not lost a single step when it comes to the animosity with these two since October 2022, their last singles encounter. Again, folks, special programming note, next week Wednesday is a 3-hour Dynamite Collision special. The Go Home Stunner Millionaire to Wrestle Dream.
What?
Right
You didn't get to call that stunner, huh?
About to say. And Pac right now, staggered. Orange Cassidy looking to follow again. He will not be denied that. DDT! Finally hits it on the floor.
That was outside of the ring, too.
Yeah, good grief. Pac comes out clutching his neck, and not the first time we've seen that. Barely get up to his feet.
There's no room outside the ring right there.
Yeah, and again, those mats are not here to protect the competitors. They protect the floor. That's still concrete underneath there. Orange punch! He knocked Pac out on the timekeeper table, though. That's outside the ring. Wait, what is Orange?
He broke the count up, though.
He took a look up at, uh-oh. Walter.
What the hell is on his mind?
I know oranges grow on vines and can grow on trees, can fall from the air, and I know that we already proved Isaac Newton's theory of gravity, but this is not wise, Orange Cassidy!
Nope.
If he could hit this would be it. No way. Perching himself up on the top rope, Orange Cassidy looking down at Pac, hands in pockets, and falls through Pac through the table!
He pretty much did a coffin drop.
Just threw caution to the wind, quite literally like it was whatever.
Look, he pretty much did a coffin drop.
Yeah, legitimately. It was a whatever, and it was emphatically effective. Now back inside the ring, up and around, and caught again with an implant DDT. And a kick up. Orange Cassidy fired up here, Walter. Elbow pad off. Might be looking for the killing blow. And here comes Orange Punch connects. That's gotta be it. 1, 2. Oh, and he gets the foot on the rope to break up the 3 counts. Great awareness by Pac, knowing where he is as Orange Cassidy hooked the near leg and allowed the far leg to reach the ropes to leave Pac alive in this match. And Orange Cassidy once again going up to the high risk district here in this one-on-one main event at Title Tuesday. And Pac trying to, wait a minute. Pac doing what Orange Cassidy did back at Revolution 2020, rolling away from the high-risk move. In fact, turning the tables on Orange Cassidy, trying to break up freshly squeezed momentum here. Literally crawling his way up the stairs. Looks like he's had enough of this fight for one night. Trying to crawl his way up the stage here. I don't know. This is wise. And now Pac, what the hell is Pac doing? He can't even move very fast. Can't even get to his own damn feet. Now they're up in the audience here. And what the hell? Walter? Pac right now and Orange Cassidy are up in the stands. Oh!
Where the hell are they going?
Uh-oh.
Is that
I
like
know
a
where Cassidy's going. Oh, no. Tombstone pile driver.
Holy shit, I didn't think he was going to actually hit that.
But that was up in the stands.
Did the lights go out? What the hell?
Right now, Bryce literally ran up there to check on Orange Cassidy as Pac grabbed the back of his head and neck.
I think I hit a button on my remote. Hold on.
Yeah, right now, I think Pac hit a point of no return. Wait a minute. What the hell? Darby Allin just handcuffed Pac's ankle to the barricade guard up the top of the stands.
Dude, he cuffed his leg.
The referee Darby's starting his 10 count, by the way. Orange Cassidy is stabbing his way back inside the ring. But Pac somehow broke free. I don't know how Pac broke free of those cuffs or how Darby Allin was able to find a way to freaking try and trap Pac.
How is he exactly in that spot, huh?
About to step denied, and Pac flies in, breaks the count, runs in though, roll through, reversal, the cover, cross line by Orange Cassidy, and Orange Cassidy gets it!
Not what I was expecting.
An incredible pin, cross leg, roll up. Orange Cassidy gets the better of Pac once again. I mean, again, Orange Cassidy never said anything about taking any help. I don't think Orange Cassidy even knew that help could be in there. But now Darby.
St. Louis is about to go.
And what about tonight? Darby Allin's here, and he just screwed Pac. And look at that crazy look in Darby Allin's eyes. What do the eyes tell you, Walter?
Dude, did he just spray something on Pac?
I don't know right now, but literally you hear Darby Allin right now jaw-jacking Pac. Look at that look. That's a terrifying. Why is Pac is pissed? And I think Pac is going after Darby Allin. Darby right now running in front of the desk. Meanwhile, Darby. Oh, what the hell?
See? Oh, okay. I got it ahead of you. He sprayed something, right?
Yeah, he did. And there comes the other Death Riders. Yuta just tossed. Whoa, jab.
Yeah, he just tossed Yuta to the side.
What the hell is happening? The Darby.
Where's Darby going?
That's a taser.
That is a taser.
Whoa. The Darby right now. Derek Garcia looks like in hot pursuit, and Clark. What the hell just happened?
I don't know.
Clearly, Darby Allin still with evil intentions against Jon Moxley and his Death Riders. Again, we don't know what these two are willing to do to make the other say I quit, but clearly they're willing to use anything possible to try and make the other say I quit.
Dude, he's got a muffin-tail cocktail in his hand.
And thankfully, he's being restrained. The fuck is wrong with you, Darby?
Dude, he's got a cocktail in his hand. That is crazy.
Darby Allin will commit murder if it means taking away everything from Jon Moxley. They may want to unsanction this match at Wrestle Dream. It could be a legal nightmare. Darby Allin will stop at nothing to make Jon Moxley say I quit, and vice versa. But for right now, homecoming concludes from Daly's place for Dynamite. This Dynamite almost ending in a freaking multi-conto explosion. For Walter Cruz, I'm Noah Foster. We'll see you later on for our next coverage here. This has been AEW Dynamite with the damnedest wrestle, apparently. What the fuck?
With the freaking crazies wrestle.
Well, with the Darby Allin's wrestle, apparently. No one's crazier than Darby Allin. The dude, he had a fucking Molotov cocktail. That's legal?
No.
You sure about that?
That's not even legal to have in buildings.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Darby Allin is one more freaking. I don't even know what you call that.
Just imagine. They're gonna have no rules in an I Quit match.
Well, I hope they have freaking police on standby because Darby Allin might legitimately come in here with murder on the mind. What the hell are you getting yourself into, Jon Moxley? I thought Jon Moxley was the damnedest fool in AEW. Boy, was I wrong.
Fuck the police. You need the fire marshals on hand.
You need the warden of the FBI or somebody here. Someone in the psychiatric ward. Get a straitjacket on that man. If a body bag can't hold him, maybe a fucking straitjacket can. Something has to give and something has to end with Jon Moxley and Darby Allin for the sake of everybody.
I think Moxley has finally met his match. Like somebody's crazier than him.
That's saying something, Walter. But again, October 18th, you very well might be right. This might be a dream coming to an end with a life on the line. But still to come, AEW Collision Homecoming, Josh Alexander, Kula Ibushi, Trios Warfare with the Triangle Madness, Timeless Toy Storm, Chris Statlander, fucking hell, Darby, and the Harley Cameron, Mixed Trios Warfare with Little Nightingale and Jet Speed, taking on Megan Babe and FTR, fuck me. And again, next week, special programming, 3-hour Dynamite Collision special. Next week, Wednesday night. That will be the go home to Wrestle Dream. I pray to God Darby Allin isn't there because I don't know how the hell you separate these two before they kill each other, quite literally. Again, for Walter Cruz and Noah Foster, thank you all for tuning in. You make it possible. This has been AEW Dynamite. What a homecoming, right? We almost burned the fucking house down. Cut the fucking feed. We'll see you all tomorrow for NXT Showdown. Have a good night.
Cut the feet. Somebody cut Darby off.
With what?